just okay.
Start the show already. Sheesh.
The show already. Sheesh. Hey, Ketchup.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, well, let's see who's all here. Welcome, you fine people. I hope you're all doing well. I see Faves is here. Hi, Faves. How are you?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Faves.
Denise, Mr. Landfill, Gwen is here. Hi, Gwen. And we got Rosie's Tea. Rosie's here. And Tina Treasures, I think. Hello, good morning. Dragon's Gravy. Lisa Farr is here. Lisa, not too far, but sort of far. Badger John is here. Badger John, hi, how are you? Brenda Velasquez, happy birthday, Bonnie. It's Bonnie's birthday today. Well, we'll have to get her a birthday song, of course. Happy birthday. Thank you for the two little faves. Thank you. We'll get her a happy birthday song. Thank you. Thank you, faves. Happy Box Fort Day, everybody. Happy Box Day.
Happy birthday, Bonnie.
David Del Prince is here. Chucky is here. Rickles, Wishful She-Devil. How are you? Let me see. Roy, Johnny D. I see Johnny D's there. I'm Real Mean and Robin. Good morning. Good morning. Colleen. Hi, Colleen. She's lurking from bed.
Sister Sal. Hey.
Sister Sal, thank you for the cash app yesterday. Sister Sal, I thank you.
Aw, that's so nice. She's so sweet.
Thank you so much, Sister Sal. Thank you so much for the cash app from Sister Sal. I appreciate that so much. Gary is here. Let's see. I'm looking. I want Patty Cakes is here. Hi, Crusty Old Witch is here. Crystal T. I'm looking. Let me see. Chuck E. Cheese. Okay.
Jack's mom's here.
The Wishful She-Devil says that her feet are painful today. Well, I hope your feet get better. Sarcastic one is here. He says to sell Ellie Riddle. Much love to Ellie Riddle, of course. Audio Coffee. Lisa Rats. Let's see. Harley Much. Auntie M. Tree God. And I think we're down near the bottom. Debbie is here. Johnny D. Dwayne is here. Dwayne Rapp. Hi, Dwayne Rapp is here. Let's see. We're still looking. Chippy is here. Hi, Chippy. Happy is here. Hi, how are you?
Audio Coffee.
Lynn N71 is here. Good morning. Goosebumps is here. And I think we're all caught up. So that's everybody. We got everybody there. Thank you, Faves. Thank you, Sister Cell. And Auntie M. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. If you get one of those, thank Auntie M. They work hard for their money. And we love Auntie M. Thank them. And we're a couple clown losers over here, but we try our best. Thank you so much. Thank you, Auntie. Let's see. Oh, I see Kelly Rager just popped in. Cindy just popped in. Sue Scat. And yes, again, I think we've caught everybody. Here today. We didn't miss anybody that I could see. JD here. Yep. Caught everybody. Didn't miss a soul. Thank you so much, Auntie M. And also, let's go. I can't wait to find out the ending. I know it's been very suspenseful. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I think he might be found innocent after this. I think. M. Thank you. And Rob Pace says, lurking a member of the Maggot Mafia. Oh, yeah, we love that dog, Maggot. Our favorite dog. And Marsh just popped in. Denise Sells is here. I can't believe I haven't missed Tammy's here. I haven't missed a single person. Metal Mom's here. Thank you, Rob Pate. Thank you. All right. We haven't missed anybody, have we?
I don't know. I'm still trying to make it through the chat. It's going by so fast.
Yeah, look around. Look around. 318 is here. Sarasota. Beach Bum is here. Yeah, haven't missed a soul. Haven't missed a soul. Haven't missed a single one of them. Well, unless you might want to talk about Kelvin. I mean, of course, I didn't mention Kelvin at all. No. I wasn't going to mention Kelvin. I got better things to do. Is the thing with that. So,
Ouch. You're rude.
Let's see. We owe Bonnie a happy birthday song here. Yeah, we better get to that.
Happy birthday from both of us to you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, what? Why are you playing this? Dang it.
Happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy birthday. Here's to another year.
Oh man, this little birthday song I've been putting together, been working on. Yeah. What?
That's not our birthday song.
Bonnie gets a mug birthday song. Woohoo!
Baby just texted me and said Bonnie isn't here.
Oh. Well, Bonnie, when you see this, see you got a special birthday song. See, I invited Tug and Megan Fox on to come and give a birthday song. Is the thing. Didn't want to forget the Peen Impairment Fund. Oh, I forgot the other day. I remember I didn't Tug swallow a peen rock.
Oh no, did he?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's unfortunate. Did he need a hind lick for that?
He said he was talking about a peen rock and then said he was choking, and then he's like, "That sounds like a peen rock."
Oh, I think I might have heard that then. Yeah.
Yes, we do have to remember the Peen Impairment Fund. Yes, we do. Been bad times falling upon just JF over here. But I did see Ray was back. He's back today. He's reading the Bible from start to finish over on his show. If you want to catch that, thank you, Chibi, and thank you. I will use that towards the impairment fund. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, you could be doing Bible study with Ray today.
Thank you, Chibi. Yeah, right now, last I checked, he had been on for about 3 hours and 17 minutes. I believe he started off, I remember how the show began. In the beginning. Good. And right now, I think he's up to Leviticus, all right? So we're getting there. It's a slow read. But he said he didn't want to bore anybody with his story. Oh, but don't you worry, folks. There's going to be a fish involved.
Is there a pot too?
No, just a fish. Just catching a fish over there. But he was pointing out all the terrible things that John had to go through over there with all the harassment and the other stuff. Like, and I do remember this, because it was terrible what Jeremy did. Actually, what Travis did, but Jeremy, he works for Jeremy, and Travis had that arsenal going.
Right.
There was Apache helicopters out there and tanks, and I think there was even a howitzer out there, several of them, and they're all firing, and like liar your nuts off, liar your nuts off, Preston. She just grabs her child and says, "I must go and save myself from all of the artillery, and I'll go to where the action is." Yeah. There was people with sniper rifles over there. What a dummy, what a piece of crap. Oh, Crystal T, sweetheart. 5 just to have gifted membership. Thank you, Crystal. If you get one of those, thank Crystal. Switch hard for our money. We're clown losers over here, but we try our best when we can. I mean, it's a mediocre job, but it's a It's a good effort. Well, we're like the C plus. We'd like to put on a good C plus show. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Look at that, though. Also, look around, 318 member for 3 months. It's amazing. Thank you for sticking around with us for 3 months. Thank you so much. Thank you. And don't forget, members only streams are on Tuesdays. And if you want to catch a Fleabags members only stream, just sit tight. Just sit tight. They're coming.
Don't hold your breath.
Don't hold your breath. All right. Trust me. You'll run. It'll be a bad fate for you. And Sister Cell with 50. Just J Hip memberships. Thank you so much, Sister Cell. If you get one of those, my goodness. Thanks, Sister Cell. We love her. Tell her thank you and give her a soft hug, but a warm embrace. Definitely. Thank you, Sister Cell. We appreciate that. And of course, it's weird in here, but you'll get used to it. Well, it's for Sister Cell. I figured you could put in more effort. I mean, all right.
Well, I'm not in heat, Jay.
Calvin's got a question. What's your question, Calvin? What's your question? Thank you, Sister Cell. Hang on. Little message from Lips. Oh, yeah, a little lip. I found out what happened to Lips. They couldn't afford. They can't pay the internet bill anymore. So they're on a payment plan. But temporarily it's shut down until that first payment comes in. They're right now trying to hack into their neighbors' devices. Like, we'll figure out this password one of these days. Why do they all have a locked internet? Hi, BMMRM. How are you? Good morning. Or afternoon. Thank you, wherever you're at. Thank you, member, for 9 months. That's amazing. What? Ketchup is in the eats is great. What? Oh, look what I walked you into there.
I said it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Hey, Sandy said, I finally made a live stream. Sort of. Well, you were about as live as could be. And we know you're alive because you're typing. So that's always a plus. Hey, Juliet's here. Now, you remember we left off and Daryl Brooks is getting ready to call his. Now, this should be his last witness unless he ends up with, another one, because he does still reserve the right to call another witness. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I have a feeling it'll go well. Based on my limited knowledge of this case, I have a feeling it's going to go well. Wait, this just says Jay is a dumbass.
Yeah, that's been on there. You didn't know that? That's been on there the whole time.
Who put that up there? Was that
I don't know, probably. It's been there. That's how much attention you pay to your own show. Oh.
It's been there for a week.
Yeah.
Calvin says, good, I had to do a rerun on DB the other day. Oh, a rerun. Well, that's good because we're going to keep you all caught up in the action here today. Let's get in and see how this goes. I think this is going to be a good witness. I think this is going to set the stage here for the not guilty plea to come out. Of course. Well, we'll see what happens.
Please raise your right hand. My clerk Teresa will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Thank you, ma'am. Please have a seat. First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and then spell each.
Catrice Babiaz, Katrice Babiazz.
I'm Bob Smith.
Apologies for mispronouncing that earlier. Go ahead, your witness.
Good afternoon, Miss Babias.
Correct.
I'm surprised I got it right. What do you do?
Way to look personable in front of the tray. I'm surprised I got it right. Yeah. Just another one of your victims. Oh, we're gonna get to that though. Do you think that she was a victim? Do you think, Ketchup?
Well, yeah.
Well,
Even if she wasn't at the parade, she was a victim. Her children, all of her children were hurt.
no, this is a different one. This is a different lady.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's the one after that. Well, I'm sure she is. I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, I question. Why is he wearing his dad's suit?
I don't think he has a dad. I think that's part of the problem.
I know where his dad is.
Where? Prison?
Well, yeah.
Oh, duh. Makes sense.
I don't want to say this for sure, but I believe he tried to rob a casino.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
This gene pool is strong with this family.
Right?
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to point that out because it's fun.
For a living.
I am a law enforcement dispatch supervisor.
And how long have you been doing that now?
I've been in law enforcement for 16 years.
The evening of November 21st, 2021. Were you on duty that evening?
I was not.
What were you doing that evening?
I was attending the Waukesha Christmas parade with my family.
And do you recall what time you arrived here with your family that evening?
I arrived to the parade shortly after it started, so it was right after 4 p.m.
And do you recall where you were positioned at with your family when you arrived at the parade that evening?
Yes.
And where were you positioned at?
I was towards the beginning of the parade. I was on Main Street, where it connects with White Rock.
Did anything catch your eye that evening when you were positioned watching the parade with your family?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes.
What did you see?
I saw a red SUV coming from White Rock Avenue. The vehicle caught my attention because people started yelling, and the driver was honking the horn.
And do you recall, to the best of your knowledge, it's been a little bit, the driver of the vehicle you observed was honking his horn. Was he gesturing to people?
Yes.
And what did you see? What did you see the gesturing as?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
What was the gesturing?
What was the driver gesturing?
Yes. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So he was taking his hand and going like this, really rapidly, aggressively.
So for the record, the witness had her right hand up above, probably at
You couldn't believe that, Calvin?
I would say at a 90-degree angle, but somewhere maybe a 45-degree angle with her hand waving back and forth multiple times in a rapid motion. Go ahead.
You yourself being in law enforcement and just based on what you were observing, the driver of the vehicle you observed was honking his horn and gesturing with this motion. Would you take that motion as trying to alert people to move out of the way? Rounds.
Sustain this to the form of the question, please.
How did you yourself take that gesturing?
Actually, Chucky, I better answer this question for you. At some point in time, Daryl's going to attempt to introduce some new evidence. I don't know if it's even today. I think it's after even testimony is over. But you are incorrect, Chucky. You are incorrect. Well, in the minds of Joe Brooks, he's going to have new information later on about, well, the breaks and other things. Just you sit tight on this one, Chucky. Don Woods is going to send him some very valuable information after the trial is over, as we're waiting sentencing. Sit tight. Don Woods won't let us down. No.
Got gesturing as the driver was telling people to get out of his way.
Do you back up? Did the vehicle pass pretty close to where you were positioned?
Yes, the vehicle almost struck my daughter.
Do you recall seeing the driver?
I looked the driver right in the eyes.
And how did the driver look?
The driver looked like through me.
Ouch. What do you mean through you? Describe what you mean by through you.
I feel that it is very hard to explain that look, but it was very frightening.
he's going to ask for the testimony to be struck. Clearly, Your Honor, she is not invisible. I didn't through her. She's lying on the stand. Perjury. Perjury. That's what I would have expected from Gerald Brooks. Strike that.
Do you recall what the driver was wearing?
The driver had a like hoodie sweatshirt or sweatshirt on, and something on his head. I wasn't sure if it was the hood of the sweater or maybe a beanie hat. It was winter. I'm not 100% sure.
Were you able to see any hair?
I did see hair, yes.
How would you describe the hair?
The hair on the head was in front, like dreads down here from what I could see underneath the hood or the hat. And then there was facial hair, beard and mustache.
Did the
Hold
vehicle?
on, I just need to make a record of, she was also using her hands, that's okay, to indicate at the neck, like under the chin neck area, with her hands coming down a few inches, to indicate what she was describing as hair being seen from the driver. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
When you observed the vehicle approaching, was the vehicle speeding?
When the vehicle was approaching from White Rock, the vehicle was not speeding at that time.
To the best of your knowledge, do you recall there being any barriers present where you were positioned at?
Yes.
Yes, Joan.
Hey,
Do you recall
Joan.
if the vehicle you observed had any tinted windows?
I do not recall.
Were you able to make out a license plate number of the vehicle, being that it had passed so closely by you?
No, once the vehicle continued past my position, I was more concerned about my children that were with me.
I'm assuming at some point you spoke with the law enforcement about what you saw that evening. Would that be fair to say?
Yes,
And do you recall what agency that was?
I do.
And what agency was that?
The FBI.
Oh, don't worry. He's not going to make her feel any less uncomfortable. Trust me. Just sit tight. License plates again.
At what point were you not able to see the SUV once it passed you?
I lost sight of the SUV once it went into a bunch of people.
This is good, Daryl. Keep going.
Do you recall what date it was that you spoke with the FBI agents on? Was that the same evening or a few days after?
It was not the same evening of the parade, but it was that week. It was within the next few days.
This ought to clear everything up, hey, Jay?
Yep. He's innocent. She didn't remember anything 3 days later.
The day
Hey,
you spoke
Devil
with
Fan.
the FBI agents, do you recall stating the driver was wearing a red top that appeared to be made out of a sweatshirt-like material?
I don't recall exactly what was said to the agent, but I do remember the sweatshirt, yes.
Hi, Devil Fan.
A red sweatshirt?
It's possible.
License plates ground.
Just a little bit ago, you said that, well, when asked the question of did you recall hair for the driver, you stated and made the gesture that the hair was in front. Do you recall saying that?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall when speaking with FBI agents stating that the hair was pulled back?
The hair appeared to be like possibly in a ponytail, but it was so full that it was coming forward.
Ask a question, Daryl. It's like watching Boner Crusher up here.
I know. No
witness-
words.
The
Do
witness
you recall?
Candy Crush.
Let me back up. Did you leave the parade at that point
At what point?
after seeing the vehicle?
Yes.
No, Calvin. No. Well, Devil Fam, my schedule got a little thrown off because we switched up because Star wasn't available on Wednesday. And then she said, and she also told me ahead of time she wasn't going to be available on Saturday because she has a lot going on. So we didn't.
No, Jay. He said, "Why are you being nice today?"
Well, yeah, I know, but I think I thought it meant like, why am I not doing my normal Fleabag show that I normally do on Saturday?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's because I'm going to do that tomorrow, because I'm a little off my normal schedule. So yes, we're going to do that tomorrow morning. Okay, tomorrow morning. So yes, I do still have that. You're going to get your fleet cap, of course. Yes, but yeah, we're going to.
Jay's cycle is off. That's why he's being nice today.
Yeah, that's my cycle's off. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. Member for 9 months. Thank you so much. It's about as off as Laura Owen's cycle. Thank you, Cat Watcher.
Were you injured the evening of the incident?
Yes.
You were injured?
Yes, I was.
Any reason why that's not reported?
Probably because I didn't tell anyone else.
If you were injured, why not tell anyone?
Because I haven't wanted to talk about the traumatic experience that I went through for still reliving the weeks and days after the incident.
Yeah, looks like
It doesn't make any sense. You talked to FBI agents the few days where you said you didn't. To be fair, you said you didn't know. You said it was that week. Is what you said. The same week. You spoke with FBI agents. Reported no injury.
They didn't ask me about injuries.
Well, would it be fair to say that kind of information would come up when talking to law enforcement?
Hi, Kitty Pants. This was don't say hi. I watched this trial when it happened. I remember how much respect I had for the victims who testified on the stand. They're better people than I am. Yes. He's calling the victims that the prosecutors chose not to call, but he thought, aha, they must have something to hide. I'll call them. And now he's going to get very upset because, hey, Mama Bear Leah, very upset because, see, she didn't have any physical injuries, and he's going to go, he's a nice guy here. Nice guy.
And it's how you yourself work in law enforcement. It just seems odd, don't you think?
I do not. I was not physically injured.
Oh. I don't know, Calvin.
I get what she's
But you
talking
didn't
about
report this
because
at any time.
Yeah.
that's how I felt.
Yes, I
I
am.
mean, I didn't get hurt, but
Well,
that day
thanks.
changed everything.
Already answered.
Yep. Yeah. No, she was emotionally injured. She had traumatic effects from
Right.
Daryl can't get this through his head. Of course, he's like, oh, that thing.
That's because he's a psychopath.
That's why he didn't have any injuries emotionally through the event unless they impacted his own life. He's a scumbag.
So did you speak to anyone about this in law enforcement? Grounds.
Grounds.
She may answer. He clarified law enforcement. Did she speak to anyone about this in law enforcement? I interpreted this as the injury.
Right.
So go ahead.
I feel like, no, I did not.
Hi, SFAK. There we go.
Did you file any claims related to the incident?
No, I did not.
Look at the facial expression. Now he's pissed she didn't file claims for her injury. Like, Claire, you weren't injured. You file a claim. I know, Kitty Pants. I know. I laughed and cried at the same time, but there was a lot to laugh about, despite the. I mean, the only good thing is the trial took place a year later.
So is today your first time bringing up your alleged injury?
Alleged.
No, it is not.
Such a dick.
I know.
At some point, you were subpoenaed by the district attorney's office to testify here to testify in this trial. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, it is.
Do you recall when you received that subpoena?
From the district attorney's office, it was in July.
And do you recall whom you spoke with about the information regarding the subpoena?
I contacted the victim witness advocate, Carrie Peterson.
You contacted the Ms. Peterson after receiving the subpoena.
Correct. The instructions told me to.
Okay. You ever spoke with anyone directly at the district attorney's office?
No, correction. Yes, when I walked in today, I met there and let them know I was here, and then they walked me into a room, and I waited until I was called.
How's it honest?
So before today, you had no interactions with anyone related to the district attorney's office besides the, I think you said, victim advocate?
So the victim advocates who I've been in connection with and letting me know when to come and all of that.
Of the three district attorneys seated to my left at this table, had you had any interactions of any kind with any of those three district attorneys?
I have not.
I believe this for the record when you asked that, Attorney Basie was just pointing to herself and the two people next to her, so it's clear, because since there's two tables.
What would be the reason for that?
Since there's two tables of individuals, I think she wanted to make the witness aware. And I just wanted to point it out for the record since it happened.
Working in law enforcement for 16 years, I'm sure this isn't your first time being involved in a trial. Would that be fair to say?
I have not been in a trial for law enforcement. No, I have not.
You've never
No, dummy.
witnessed a trial, sat at a trial, been in a trial?
This guy didn't pick up on the fact that she's a dispatcher. Okay?
Yeah.
She knows.
She's not an officer, you idiot.
This dummy thinks that she's out walking a beat, you know?
Yeah. He's a moron.
And then now, just because Basie raised her hand because she asked about the prosecution team, well, they've never met or talked before, so she wanted to let them know who Daryl Brooks was referring to, like us over here. And now he's all pissed off about it for some reason. Like, oh, is there a reason why you wanted to know that? It sounds stupid, but bear in mind this is his last witness, so he's got to put in some time on this one.
I have not.
Have you ever testified in any way before today? Rounds.
Overruled, she may answer.
I have testified before, yes.
So it would be fair to say that you have knowledge of where an alleged defendant and the district attorney would sit in the courtroom, correct?
I know where they're sitting, yes.
Killing it, Daryl.
Yeah. What does that matter?
They're taking off those ankle shots.
Back up a little bit to the observation of the vehicle the evening of November 21st, 2021. While you observed the vehicle approaching your position, did you see it strike anyone?
I did not see the vehicle strike anyone, no.
Hi, Jenny 9.
Hey, Jenny.
Oh, feel better.
From your opinion, observing the vehicle approaching your position, did it appear that the vehicle attempted to strike anyone?
Yes,
And why would you come to that conclusion?
because I saw an officer have to jump out of the way in order for
When
the
it was approaching,
when it was.
question was-
I'm
Hold
confused.
on, everyone. The question was asked. This witness is going to be allowed to answer the question fully without interruption. Go ahead and answer the question.
Thank you. I misunderstood his question, I guess.
Answer the question that as you understood
Yeah,
it.
so I saw that an officer had to get out of the way. And he was attempting to stop Mr. Brooks from driving through the parade, and he was
That's
at
the problem.
the last minute jumped out of the way from the vehicle. Otherwise, he would have been struck.
you just used the name Mr. Brooks for the first time that you've been
Oh
testifying.
boy.
Would that be fair to say?
I don't understand your question.
You just used the name
It's
Mr. Brooks for
nasty.
the first time since you've been testifying. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say. Yes.
Why haven't you used that name before? You've been up there for quite some time.
Oh boy.
I didn't need to.
So what changed for the last question that you needed to?
I don't understand your question.
You just stated that you didn't mention the name before because you didn't need to. So what about the last question that you answered made you feel like you needed to use the name for that question and no question before that?
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
Seriously, dude?
I love
Look at her face.
Maisie is my favorite one. Her facial expressions are wonderful. Thanks, Joan. I'm great at that speed.
Out of curiosity, how did you come to the knowledge of that name?
This is great.
It was on the subpoena I received last week.
You just stated a little bit earlier in testimony that you received your subpoena in July.
This is the aha moment. Are you ready for this one?
Uh-huh.
This is an aha moment. You received it in July. Now you're saying you received it last week? Huh? What?
Now you said last week.
Those are both correct.
So you received two separate subpoenas?
Correct.
What was the difference between the two?
One was from the district attorney's office and one was from you.
So the one that you received from the district attorney's office in July didn't have a case caption on it?
Okay, what's a case caption?
He's been in so many, he knows.
Just 1 second. 1 second, Your Honor.
I really don't know what the relevance is for the purpose of this trial.
There was no objection at first.
There's no.
Oh, there you go.
I'm going to sustain the objection under 906-11. I don't believe it advances
I think
the trial.
you know where I was getting at with the question.
Then you need to ask the question directly, sir. Go ahead.
Nobody knows.
Sustaining it as to the form of the question.
You know what I was getting at.
I was gonna
You
drop
were subpoenaed
four
in July
bombs.
by the district attorney's office. The subpoena didn't
Exposing your
contain
ass.
information to the case you were being subpoenaed for.
Objection to relevance.
Grounds.
Sustained. You don't have to answer that. I sustained the objection on that. Those grounds. Ask the question I believe that you're trying to ask, not that one.
Was the name that you mentioned, Mr. Brooks, anywhere on the subpoena that you received from the district attorney's office in July?
Objection. Relevance.
Grounds.
Oh, sustained.
Grounds.
Grounds for the sustained.
Not relevant.
What? Mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Sir, in July, when you received your subpoena from the district attorney's office, were you even aware what you were being subpoenaed for?
Objection. Relevance.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds.
She's testifying in the trial. It's not relevant that she got subpoenaed.
Mr. Brooks, she's here under your subpoena.
What?
You subpoenaed.
The subpoena is relevant because she
Mr.
was
Brooks,
already
under
subpoenaed.
906-11, please ask the witness a
This is
relevant
mind-boggling.
and probative
This
question.
is mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Remind the jury that the statements of the parties or the attorneys are not evidence.
So were you aware that it was a chance you would be possibly testifying in this trial?
Yes.
And did you know who the trial was for?
Objection.
Grounds.
Grounds.
Grounds for
relevant.
sustained.
It's not
I've
relevant.
never heard of nobody testifying in the trial that they didn't know who the trial was for.
Mr. Brooks,
I think
I'm
that's very
sustaining the
better.
objection under 906.11, and I'm asking you to move on.
This is the dumbest thing ever. What are you doing, Daryl?
Seems to me like a like a lot of your answers are coached. Is that fair to say?
No.
So the subpoena that you got last week, is that how you learned the name that you used?
Objection.
Grounds.
Learned the name. Ground.
Asked and answered. She's indicated the answer already. 906.11, sir. Next question.
The question
Different
was,
topic.
is that the first time that she saw the name?
It's not relevant.
That
Next
was not
question.
asked and answered. That was not asked nor answered.
Under 906.11, please ask a question, sir.
Man, what is y'all people trying to pull up, man? This is ridiculous.
Mr. Brooks, if you don't ask another question that's relevant and probative under 906.11, then I will turn the witness over.
Ask
to the
if she
state
knows the plaintiff, Daryl.
Again, I should be able to get redirect, right? Right?
Ask a question, or I will declare the examination by you to be ended.
It's not an examination, it's direct.
It's a direct examination, sir. Under 906.11, you're directed to ask a
Idiot.
question, or I will ask the state if they
I
have
heard
any
you.
She schools him again. It's not an examination, it's direct. Yes, it's an examination. Yes, that's what it's called, Tubby. Like asking questions like, I heard you. What you fools trying to pull up in on me? What you fools trying to pull up in on me? I'm getting no respect up in here as a lawyer.
Let me ask my questions.
I ask my question, my burden. It's my burden.
God, he's
I heard
such
you.
an
I heard you.
idiot.
Thank you. Next question, please.
You're so close to exposing them, Daryl. So close.
Now you understand why he was wearing a mask? Look at his face. He's so angry.
No, the plaintiff is in this matter.
Yes.
Who's the plaintiff?
The state of Wisconsin.
Oh, he did. He
Is that an
has.
entity or a living human being?
Objection.
Grounds.
Not relevant.
Grounds.
Sustained. Next question.
Have you ever had any interaction with the plaintiff?
Objection. Vague.
Sustained.
Vague.
As to the form of the
Have
question,
you ever had any interaction with the state of Wisconsin?
do not answer that question. Next question, sir. Under 906.11.
Is there an objection? or
Okay,
is that
watch
just a
out.
ruling? I'm not sure. You're both was talking at the same time.
Under 906.11, I directed the witness not to answer that irrelevant question. Ask the next question, sir.
Under 906.11, you're an idiot. Look at him.
He's so mad at Daisy.
Mr. Brooks?
He's giving her the laser eye.
Thank you.
Ooh,
I'm good. Get to it. And now he snarls. Did you see him snarl?
yeah.
Now he's going to start having this little lip snarl. Okay.
So when did you first report your alleged injury?
You do not have to answer that question. Next question, sir.
Grounds for
906.11, sub 1, sub A, sub B, and sub C.
is that lawful law?
All right, you may sit down. Does the state have any questions for this witness?
Yeah, this is funny because the interaction here, from what I'm not a lip reader, but I believe he's saying you should ask this question, and she's going, should I? Because she knows she's going to blow up over the top. So, because they can just let her go, they don't have to ask any redirect, and they're done. She's off the stage, but Basie's like, should I? Like, she's like giggling because she knows what's about to happen, like this major massive blow up in front of the jury. So no, she's like, yeah, should I?
Ma'am, that day on November 21st of last year, you were there with 2 kids?
I was, yes.
What were their
Right.
ages on that date?
Objection.
3
relevancy.
and
Overrule, the witness may answer.
Of course, it's going to be overruled.
3 and 6.
And I don't know, Mr. Brooks sits it down. And I'm asking questions right now.
Mr. Brooks, please sit down. Mr. Brooks, you're not asking the questions.
I'm not saying
I would
anything.
ask you to sit down, please. It is disrespectful to this witness and to the state and to the court.
No, it's not.
Ooh,
Not doing anything wrong. I'm merely standing here.
sit your ass down, Daryl.
And when you were at the parade on November 21st of last year, approximately where were you watching the parade from?
Ask and answer the objection.
Mr. Brooks, it's cross-examination. Just because you asked the question initially and she answered does not mean the state doesn't get to follow up on it.
So the state can ask the same question I
The
asked.
state can ask their question.
So how
Go
come when
ahead.
I did that, it
Overrule,
was
the witness may
it was
answer.
insane.
I was on Main Street, but right by where the intersection of White Rock, and I was in the roadway.
I'm going to show you what's been marked and previously admitted as evidence as State's Exhibit 15.
Go ahead.
And I ask that the screen be cleared. And ma'am, does this
So
show?
wait till it's in the jury
Oh,
box.
sorry.
I'm sorry. The jury will let me know when it's there. Thank you. It's there now. Go ahead.
Ma'am, do you see a purple line that would indicate the parade route going from White Rock Avenue down Main Street?
Yes, I do.
And can you approximate where you and your kids were watching the parade?
Yes. Do you want?
If you, I'm sorry, it's a touch screen. I keep forgetting to say that. It's touch screen, just put a dot right where it is.
Maybe on the other side of that red line?
So, okay, can we clear the screen and maybe just put a dot? I think that, or a circle. I think a circle would be good. Okay, thank you. Would be fair to say is to your left would have been Pleasant Street.
That is correct.
Were there barricades blocking Pleasant Street?
There were
Objection, ask and answer.
There were barricades that were partially black. They were on Main Street, but partially blocking Pleasant Street as well.
Could a car have gone down Pleasant Street?
Objection.
Overruled. The witness may answer. It's not hearsay.
So when the red SUV came down White Rock Avenue and was making its turn onto East Main Street, as you testified, it could have just gone straight on Pleasant Street, correct?
That is correct.
As you're saying, she's speaking as a
No, hold
first
on.
eyewitness,
There's an
first-hand
objection.
eyewitness.
Mr. Brooks, your objection is noted. It's overruled. The witness
As
may
usual.
answer.
It's always overruled.
Go ahead. You may answer me.
Sorry, there's a lot of talking. Your question was, just to clarify, could the vehicle have gone straight onto Pleasant Street? Is that right?
Yes,
Okay, yes.
thank you. And where you stated that you and your kids were partially in the roadway when the red SUV came through?
Yes, we were.
Objection. That's mischaracterization of what was testified to.
Overruled. The witness may answer. Go ahead.
Give me an answer.
Can you repeat it?
Sure. Were you and your kids all in the roadway when the red SUV went through?
Yes, we were.
Okay, you weren't part of the parade, correct?
We were not.
Okay, so were you standing with other people that were in the roadway?
Yes, we were.
And was one of your kids going to get candy when the red SUV came through?
Yes, my
Objection,
daughter.
speaking as a first-hand eyewitness.
She is a first-hand eyewitness.
No, I'm talking about you.
Objection is noted. It's overruled. The question is proper, and the witness may answer.
She was there, Daryl.
And she's like, no, I'm talking about the prosecutor speaking like a first-hand witness. No, he was asking you a question about what you saw. That's not hearsay. That's asking you.
This dummy.
No, not her, not the witness. No, the prosecutor's acting like she's a first-hand witness. She's asking her. That's hearsay. He clearly does not get it. And we're at the end of trial, dummy. Like, you should have read the book that Judge Doral gave you.
My daughter was further in the roadway. We were all in the road, but she was further in the roadway, reaching to grab candy.
At any other time, you stated that this was towards the end of the parade, is that correct?
Yeah, we saw Santa, and he's always like the end of the parade
And had your daughter gone to get candy at other times?
the entire time.
Had she, during the time preceding the red SUV coming through, had she almost been struck by any other participants in the parade?
No, she was nowhere near like where the vehicles were driving through the parade. She was no.
So she's going out to get some candy that had been thrown, I assume, correct?
Yes.
And
Overruled. The witness's answer may stand.
you see this red SUV coming. Is it coming from your right or from your left?
The red SUV was coming from my right side, which was White Rock.
Okay. And how close did it come to your daughter?
It was, I wouldn't be able to give an accurate judgment, but it felt very, very close.
And you not pulled your daughter away with that car and hit your daughter?
Objection, speculative.
Overruled.
It's very possible.
So you say that you saw a police officer have some contact with the red SUV. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Can you describe that for the jury?
Well, there was a few times that police officers attempted to stop the red SUV. The first one was Ben, where we were on Main and White Rock. And then there were also other people trying to stop it too. And then again, as it drove, once it turned onto Main, the next road, I believe is Buckley. And there was another officer who tried to stop that red SUV again.
And which is the officer who had to step out of the way in order to not get hit by the red SUV?
What was the question?
Where was the officer located who had to step out of the way to avoid being struck by the red SUV?
I believe that was the officer around Buckley and Main.
Hi, Gracia. Hi, Gary. Hi, Twaddle. How are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you. Glad you're here.
Travel down.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
The direction of travel?
Where in the road? Was it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, or in the middle?
It was all over the road.
You saw it all over the road?
Yes.
So going, and why don't you describe for the jury what you saw?
Driving the vehicle, once it turned onto Main, it drove side to side, and then I lost sight when there were through the people as it got down the hill.
Nothing further.
Thank you. Please make a record.
Can't believe he stood up the whole time.
Yeah, he would sit down. Look at the expression on the
You
officer.
said you observed multiple
Face.
officers try to stop the vehicle.
It's really changed.
Yes.
You described one that I think you said it was Buckley, right?
Yes.
Why didn't you report?
You see, this officer behind Daryl, he's been dealing with Daryl for so long. This is his exact expression throughout this entire trial. Just straight
Seriously, he's
just-
looked like that the entire time.
just straight faced and like, I've been dealing with this guy for a very long time. Like, this is like, I believe, the chief officer who's been in charge of all of his handlings, if I'm not mistaken. And he's like, I have dealt with this piece of crap for so long. This shit doesn't faze me anymore. Nope, not anymore.
He's like, when this trial's over, we're going out and getting wasted.
He's like, trust me, behind the scenes, this dummy has been going through some of his legal arguments with me. And like,
I've been carrying his stupid boxes around.
yes, this has been freaking painful. I think he actually has to testify at some point in time. I don't know.
Really?
Well, not post-trial.
Oh, okay.
Because they're going to ask him, I believe it's this officer, about his shock ankles, which he does not have any ankle shocks on his legs at all. This is a Daryl fabrication. There are no shock ankles on his legs. No. And so it's a catastrophe. It's just a major lie that he will tell. He's like LMNOP up here. Everything he says is a lie. There's nothing truthful that comes out of his mouth.
The other officers that you allegedly saw attempt to stop the vehicle.
I don't know what you're asking.
The report that the interview that was conducted with the FBI. That was who did your interview, correct?
Yes.
Why is it not in the report about the multiple officers that you say you saw attempted to stop the vehicle?
I don't know why it wasn't put in the report.
Do you recall if you told the FBI agent?
It's been a year. I believe so, but it's been a year.
When you say it's been a year, I'm assuming that means that there's some details you don't quite recall all the way. That be fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop to answer questions because we're getting ready to go into amazing here, right? What the fuck are shock ankles? Those would be, and no, they do exist. These would be like ankle bracelets that they would put around their ankles for any defendant who they think might get out of hand, attempt to attack somebody, where it would shock them. No different than a taser or anything like that. They do exist. The difference is Derek Brooks is claiming this entire trial that he's been having shock ankles on, and he has to be very careful about everything he does, otherwise he gets all this voltage shoved to his body. And none of this is true at all. In fact, the judge makes one of these officers testify to it. Daryl doesn't like it, but yeah, you know. And then, of course, now all the officers are lying. It's all lying, all charade. Now, because this trial is still an appeal, some of this stuff cannot be shared, and some of it won't be. For instance, in relation to the shock ankles, it'll never be shared, the actual proof, because that would disclose maybe how they secure their prisons. They don't like to do that stuff. It'll never. Yes, it's like a dog shock collar, but for the ankle. That's hidden behind a skirt that no one can see. He does not have those. This is all a fabrication. It's all a lie for the jury.
So it'd be fair to say that if there's details you don't recall, how can you recall half the travel of the SUV that you claim you saw?
Can you rephrase the question? I'm not understanding.
I think it was clear. But you just acknowledged that there may be some details that you don't quite recall. So would it be fair to say that you don't quite recall the path of travel of the vehicle?
No, that is not correct.
Judging by what you just stated, wouldn't it be fair to say that that's a possibility?
No.
So you recall all the details of what you observed that evening, November 21st, 2021?
No.
So what other details do you not recall?
You're under, how does someone recall the details that they don't recall?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Idiot.
I recall the things that don't recall. And he says exactly. That's my point. So what are the other things that you don't recall? It's the best line of questioning in the entire trial. It was so terrific that even all the prosecutors are laughing, basing their Peter Pants.
Oh, Daryl.
I told you.
So dumb.
I told you I didn't have flea bags for you today. I had something better. Yes, goosebumps. There's so many nuggets of brilliance he sprinkled in. Oh, that was delightful. So delightful.
Sustained is to the form of the question.
Seems very funny.
Very funny.
Seems almost as if you're recalling what you want to recall and purposely not.
Objection.
Don't.
Badgering the witness.
Yes, sustained. You do not have to answer that, and you are warned. You may not badger or argue with this witness. Next question.
Badger or argue. What do you mean?
Next question.
What do you mean?
Don't intimidate the witness is what I mean.
How am I intimidating the witness?
Badgering the witness by eye rolling, by pursing your lips, by making facial movements regarding her
Does she
answers
feel intimidated?
is badgering the witness.
Are you kidding me?
Under 906.11,
You really
please
can't- you
ask
really
your
can't
next
be serious.
question.
You can't be serious right now. Intimidating the witness. What have I done to intimidate the witness?
The last question was badgering, which is a form can
But you
be.
said
Mr. Brooks, I
intimidate.
made my ruling under
You
906.11.
said
Please
intimidate.
ask a question or
I'm trying
I will
to merely-
stop the
How
questioning.
did I intimidate?
Under 906.11, sub 1, sub A, sub B, And sub C, ask your next question, or the questioning of this witness will end.
How are you even a judge?
All right, you may step down, ma'am. Thank you.
How are you even a judge?
Oh,
This must be all about the substitute trust, right?
Substitute.
You want to be the beneficiary of?
I am going to take the instruction.
How about the substitute trust? He's gone full substitute now.
yeah, Daryl, she's a gazillionaire. She's taking all the money in your trust under your social security number.
I tell you, we waited a long time. Oh, he's talking about his substitute trust, which is a common thing soft-sit say, that the government is withholding millions of dollars on their behalf, you know. And it is insane. Yeah, I know. It's like he's not even worried about the business anymore. You know, what the business? What the business, Daryl?
Oh, his business is his substitute trust. He's trying to protect his interest.
Oh, Daryl.
God, he's such an idiot.
Oh, man. Hey, I do have a video that I will show or pics at some point in time of during this trial, the current conditions of his jail cell at that time. We'll get to it at some point. We're going to finish this off, but then I got some other stuff that I will share of currently, well, not current, but at the time of living conditions of Daryl, because they had to go search his jail cell for, I can't remember what they were looking for, some sort of audio clip or something. I don't know. But yeah, they had to go toss his room, you know.
I can only imagine what a dump it is.
Oh, it wasn't a dump. It was so disgusting. But you know what it looked like? A guy who knew how to live in prison because he'd been there for so long in jail and prison. All the tricks of the trade, how to preserve your coffee cup or whatever, and using foil to make other coffee cups. It's crazy. We'll get there. But he's very angry.
We are done with testimony for today. Please do not begin your deliberations and discussion of the case until all the evidence is presented. And I have instructed you on the law. Do not discuss this case among yourselves or with anyone else until your final deliberations in the jury room. This order is not limited to face-to-face conversations. It also extends to all forms of electronic communications. Do not use any electronic devices such as a mobile phone, which I had given a number of warnings that I would do if he didn't ask an appropriate, approbative, or relevant question. During that time of both the, frankly, even during his direct examination, definitely during the state's cross-examination and then redirect, it was very apparent to this court, and I think to anyone who was watching, that Mr. Brooks was not pleased with the witness. He's been working very hard on pulling together, just from what we have thus far, the jury instructions. I believe it's well over 100 pages. Yes, with my advanced eyes, I need 14-point font. So with that caveat, but the preliminary instructions were 69 pages with the 14-point font. So I know it's going to take some time. I know I'm going to need some breaks. I do not anticipate getting done with so I keep saying preliminary, but I don't anticipate getting done with the advisement of the jury instructions before the lunch hour. I can't tell you how long it's going to take. It may take the whole day, but the party should, well, the state would go first. So the state should be prepared perhaps to start closing arguments. I'll ask you at a later point, probably sometime on Monday, if you have an idea of how long that will be, because that will frankly dictate in part like where we are with how long it takes.
Yeah, I skip forward. He gets kicked out of the room, but we don't even see it. They're on a break and he gets kicked out of the room. So we don't even see that. All right. So now jump forward. She's talking about basically a lot of times when the judge explains everything that just happened. You know, we watched it. We were there. We know what just happened. You know, he went crazy on the witness and then he was upset and then they threw him in the other courtroom because we're done for the day. We're done for the day. So she doesn't actually need him there. You know, she can say her spiel and then we'll move on. But Daryl's over there reading the Bible over here, which is a good idea. Good idea.
For me to go through the instructions and whether I just instruct and then bring the jury back the next day for closing arguments. But that's generally the framework that I intend.
Do you think he's on the what page? Do you think he's on the same page of the Bible that Boner Crusher's on?
I doubt it.
So, for a record,
I doubt he's even reading it.
the first is for the testimony of two different witnesses. We provided Mr. Brooks with summaries of those witnesses' statements as recorded in the police reports. First was Deanna Aldrich. That included a piece of paper containing 3 paragraphs, which summarized Ms. Aldrich's statement to the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department as they were memorialized in supplement number 55 under an incident report number of W21087731. The second of those was we're forced to answer questions about this supposed letter that Mr. Brooks was claiming to exist. She would have testified that she has not written a letter to Mr. Brooks since he came into our jail on November 22nd. She never went on November 21st either. At any point between his being taken into custody and today, it's my understanding that he has tried to call her from the Waukesha County Jail on 37 occasions. She has never accepted a single one of those phone calls. And finally, during the early lunch break, I was informed by the bailiff staff that the defendant was twice offered to go to his cell to retrieve that letter that he talked about. He declined both times.
Thank you. I appreciate the record being made. I will now unmute
There you go.
Mr. Brooks and ask him if there's anything he needs to make a record of at this point on the topics that have been raised.
You can't. He's got his.
So, is anything you wish to address before we break for the day?
Yeah, I wasn't really hearing everything that was just said good, but
Yeah.
why haven't I been given the chance to offer all my filings and evidence when I already stated that before? I would like all my filings. I would like every single filing that I filed placed into evidence. Every last one of them. That has yet to be done. I put you on notice and I stated it on the record. Even before I even had a chance to start calling witnesses and put on the defense that I haven't even been adequately been able to do.
You call great witnesses.
So this is something that's been stated on the record numerous times. I did hear a reference to whatever he was just talking about. Whatever he was just talking about is in regards to me going to get the letter or whatever the case may be. First of all, it's not just one letter. Like I stated before, it's multiple letters. And for somebody that don't even know and try to tell me what I got, like you need to cut it out, man. Y'all need to cut it out. Seriously. Stop.
Then why don't you go get it, Daryl? If you got a whole bunch, you only need one.
Y'all need to cut it out, seriously. He didn't want to go get them because they were signed from Mommy. God was. This is impressive, though, because Zach every single night is listening to every call. And he's like, no, they actually tried calling Erica 37 times and she accepted 0 of them. And so there you go. That's just furthermore of Daryl Brooks trying to intimidate a witness, of course, and trying. And what's the point? What is he going to gain by whether Erica Patterson even testified or not? That just gets you out of the 6 life sentences, dummy.
Yeah, this doesn't even have anything to do with her, really. I mean, other than the fact that you were with her before you drove through the parade, what you did to those people, they don't need Erica for that.
Well, he's still trying to get himself out of, his contact with Erica Patterson before the parade. Like, if that's a minor thing, like, you got your 6 life sentences, but he's like all pissed off about the other 18 he's about to get for running her over with said car.
He's been trying to pretend since the beginning. If he can disprove that happened, that proves that he didn't do anything else, which is ridiculous.
And then on top, and I do want to point this out. A lot of people asked, I keep seeing it in the chat, his appeal is still ongoing. It will be denied, in my opinion. There are some technical things because he keeps getting moved from jails or prisons because, well, he's been essayed and they had the hell beat out of him. So he had to get moved to a prison in Colorado now. And he's saying he didn't get all of his materials in a timely fashion. So he's asking for an extension. He's not. if this jackass gets an appeal, I'll be stunned and amazed, and I'll love every second of him getting his life sentences again. All right,
Yeah,
but
don't worry. He had a shitty lawyer.
yes, he's a shitty lawyer, and trust me, he's representing himself right now. So he's actually rehired the same shitty lawyer. All right, so trust me on this one. It's not going to go well, but I actually, for the victims, I pray that they actually don't ever have to go in front of a court with Daryl Brooks again. I don't think they will. No judge wants to deal with Daryl Brooks.
Yeah, they usually don't do that unless he would be granted a new trial, which is never going to happen.
Yes, but he's seriously trying to appeal pro se. Well, he's had multiple lawyers along the way, Glenn. But well, let's just say he grabs their information, but when they don't go the soft sit way he wants to go, he throws them out, but takes their information that they collect for him, and then he wants to do it himself. And yeah, Krusty Witch, if at first you don't succeed, try and try and try and try and try again.
Yeah, he's delusional. I mean, I don't expect anything less.
But yeah, he's trying to extend things. But no, it will get denied. No judge wants to deal with this idiot. No.
It's gang up. Be biased, be prejudiced, be gang up.
The gang up. Gang. The gang is up. 4 against 1. Gang.
You sit up there earlier and made a record before the lunch. You sit up there and made a record about all this stuff that happened in Nevada. That's other acts of evidence, ain't it? How was you allowed to put that on record and not even be truthful about everything that you said? But not one time did somebody say, no, we're going to strike that. Not one time. But if it had been me, it would have got struck. Or if it had been me, it would have been a problem. If it had been me, I'd have been held in contempt. Why was the bond not addressed?
Bond.
Why was the statement of particulars not addressed?
Bond.
No filings that I seen to file need to be addressed. After you sat there and told me that that's what I needed to do, do you want to refer to the waiver of counsel, which, again, for the record, you accepted it the way that I gave it to you, which clearly states on there, I do not waive my right to assistance of counsel, and you accepted
that. Dummy. In some states, they will actually, if you look at Bradley Yuan, I believe that was in Illinois, he did have assistance of counsel. In fact,
yeah, like they'll let you have standby or something, but I don't think we do that here, right?
And actually, Ronnie O'Neill as well had standby counsel. They don't do it in Wisconsin. That's not an option, dummy. You can do whatever the hell you want. That's not an option there. You can say whatever you want, but if you tell the judge you want to represent yourself, there is no lawyer who's going to work as your assistant. All right. You don't get this isn't a buddy system. All right. That's not how this works. We only got a minute or two left, then we get to box for a day. Hang on.
But you still turn around and continue to violate my Sixth Amendment right. You violate my First Amendment right by telling me what I can and can't say, which I have the right to say whatever I want to say and to be heard. That's the First Amendment.
No, you know.
You sit up here and talking about a fourth option that you came with out of the blue for Illinois versus Allen when there is no fourth option. Then you try to sneak some other case laws in that you just came up with today. I don't know if you came up with that when you was on one of your breaks that you take, but that it's awful funny that it never got mentioned before.
One of the breaks that you take.
Repeatedly made a false record. You want to sit up here and perpetuate all this disruptive behavior and this, that, and the third, when you knew from the point of the start of this trial, one, that I wasn't prepared, two, that I
You should have been prepared then, Daryl. You should have thought about this, that, and the third.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't say that more, honestly.
Oh, Ketchup. We got more. Trust me, Ketchup. We still have closing arguments. We have other things. I mean, if you think, even though we've gotten to the end of just the witnesses, there's going to be this, that, and the third, a lot more.
did not understand the proceedings. But yet still you choose to find a way to get around it. Just like you found a way to get around answering what your name was, which you're a public servant, the name that you have on file with the Secretary of Treasury and State, however you want to put it. You were asked for a certified copy of your oath of office, which you stated on the record you would not provide. Didn't give any case law why you don't have to provide that. Have yet to prove subject matter jurisdiction, for the record. Have yet to show that you even have a license to practice law. Haven't proven that yet. And neither has the prosecution. Where's the licenses? Why can't I place your oath of office into the record? Why can't I make that part of evidence? The oath that you haven't even honored, not one bit. Doing enough to keep your face clean doesn't constitute being fair. Doesn't constitute being impartial.
Keep your face
clean. When the jury was selected, I struck the whole jury. That never got addressed in any way, shape, or form. When you were informed way before that I was striking the whole jury. So how can you go over that constitutional right, which I have the right to not pass a jury?
Mr. Brooks, I'm muting you. And the reason I'm muting you is he has not addressed a single issue that was raised at the end of this hearing today. He is simply rehashing previous determinations of this court. I would describe it as a rant. He continues to impugn the integrity of this court and this process. Again, he did not address any of the issues that I raised at the end of this hearing. From my perspective, the issues that he is raising are all related to
yeah, she said, shut your ass, Daryl.
Claims that have no.
Did he say Oval Office? I think he said oath of office. It could be either or. You never know, Daryl, but I think he said oath of office. But yeah, shut your ass, Daryl. He should have had Fleabag as his attorney. Fleabag would have reached over and like, Daryl, shut your ass. Yeah, she's trying to keep her face clean. You trying to keep her face clean. Oh, folks, throw your oath of office. Let me tell you something with your clean face up there.
Making up shit on those breaks that you take.
Yeah, you're over there taking your mini breaks, just making up shit. That's what you're doing over there on your oath of offices. Let me see. I think I'm on the right one here. Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, we want to get to box fort day here. I mean, the judge just makes her comments and stuff. There's not much going on. I mean, there's like literally 2 minutes left on that one. I mean, it was just the judge just letting everyone know Daryl's a moron.
It's too bad the judge doesn't have a P.O. box. She deserves like a box of wine or something sent to her.
Actually, I believe she got a lot of gifts actually sent to her, to be honest with you.
Did she?
I believe so.
Nice.
Now, Daryl's back in court here today because we want to see if he's got any additional witnesses. Because, we haven't quite concluded everything. Is Dawn Woods going to show up? I don't know.
Anticipate calling.
But yeah, now we got to figure out if Dawn Woods is going to be here. So, and I have a feeling like, if I'm going to tell her to be here, she's going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Gang, gang. I tell her to be here.
Says Daryl Brooks, case number 21 CF 1848.
Interesting color combo on the outfit today.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we're getting to the bottom of the box of clothes.
Yeah, I got to go get a cough drop.
Okay.
And I got to put my clothes in the dryer. I'll let this play. I'll let it go at 1.5 speed. I know where things are kind of heading here. But yes, I'll let this one go just a little bit.
Okay.
Morning, Judge Sue Upper, Leslie Basie, and Zach Woodshaw appearing for the state of Wisconsin.
Third-party intervener in that matter appearing as authorized representative for my client. I accept for value and return for value all of the charging instruments in this matter and make my exemption available for the discharge of all obligations and charges connected with this case. I do not dispute any of the facts in the charging instruments and make a reservation of all my rights here this morning.
Hey, Shane.
All rights reserved.
All right, good morning to you as well. The records reflect the individual known to this court as Daryl Brooks is present in person in custody. However, he is wearing street clothes, a suit and tie, and a mask.
For the record, I don't consent to getting called that
name. All right, Mr. Brooks, just preliminarily, do you anticipate calling any additional witnesses today?
For the record, I don't consent to being called that name. And what was the question?
Do you anticipate calling any witnesses today?
I don't believe today.
Well, we are here for the continuation of testimony. The only witness that I'm aware of that's on your list that you added is your mother, Dawn Woods. So I would expect that if she's going to testify, she would be here. Otherwise, I will be going through the colloquy with you as to whether you intend to testify today or not.
Did you receive my ICS that I addressed to you?
Oh, I haven't looked. Let me look.
Actually, I just went to you and then went to the prosecution. Is the audio on?
It is. The audio's on.
Yes, hit the like button, please.
Saturday.
Thank you, Harley.
So that would have been the 22nd.
State receive anything through like the inter-office communication?
We have not. I just checked this morning to see if there's anything new. Nothing has been received in my office room. And I should say the clerical that was assisting me went to the mailroom to double check. So not only has it not made its way to the DA's office, it hasn't even made its way over to the mailroom.
I can email the jail administrator to find out if there's anything in transit, if there's no objection from the parties, from the state.
No objection.
From you, sir?
No objection. I definitely want those documents received if they obtain important information.
You said you forwarded them to a staff member on Saturday?
Yes.
Do you know if that was morning, afternoon, or some other time?
Maybe afternoon.
And those are 2 ICF forms?
Yeah, one addressed to you directly and one addressed to the district attorney's office.
I'm sending that. I will send it with high importance and we'll see what response I get. If I don't have anything, if you want to generally tell me the topic, we can cover it verbally.
The topic is pertaining to exculpatory evidence. Some things were learned, and once they came to my attention, I felt the need to immediately address the court about this information.
Right, what information make enough of proof for me, sir?
The expert witness for the prosecution in regards to, I believe it was inspecting the vehicle, Officer Ryan Schultz. Question was asked of, did he know if there were any recalls on that vehicle? And I believe that a Brady claim should be visited because there were in fact recalls on that vehicle. In fact, there were recalls on the Ford Escape models from 2008 through 2010 in regards to the throttle body malfunctioning and causing the vehicles to accelerate and not being able to be stopped. There is a class action lawsuit where Ford company were sued because of this, and those vehicles models from the year 2008 through 2010 were recalled. And that is very important information in regards to the vehicle in question being a Ford Escape 2010. This information is very easily obtained just by pulling it up, and you will see a class action lawsuit. Obviously, if it's a class action lawsuit, then it's pretty easy to.
So what's your request, sir?
My request is to find out if Officer Schultz knew, to find out if prosecution knew that there was a recall on those vehicles. And in light of the fact that these vehicles.
This is a weird move. Why he's got the mask back on? There's no jury here. I mean,
Hey, Coop.
hey, Coop, how are you? But what's really funny is he's trying to introduce evidence that his mom sent him. We're far past the evidentiary phase here, sir. I mean, you should have thought about this, like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. But, you know, yeah, apparently, yeah, that's just class action lawsuit. It does not affect his vehicle at all, but okay. But
Oh,
hey,
yeah, and even if there was a recall, it's either A, already been fixed, or B, if they didn't get it fixed, that's on them for not taking it in. It's paid for.
well, Attorney Basie's all over this one. Trust me, she's prepared.
Were recalled because of this malfunctioning throttle body. For
I mean, you had 15 years or however many years to get it fixed. If you didn't do it, you're screwed.
All right, what's the response from the state, if any?
Thank you, Your Honor. As Trooper Schultz testified during his examination, consistent with our research, there are no active recalls listed for the Ford Escape as Trooper Inspector Schultz noted during his testimony, that Ford listed an extended warranty for the throttle body on the Escape. The warranty was extended to 10 years of age and 150,000 miles. The Escape is more than 10 years old and has more than 150,000 miles. Also, he noted specifically in his report that he did not note any defect in the throttle body as previously described in this report. There was no recall in the throttle body. NHTSA did do an investigation into allegedly defective Ford throttle bodies, which would have impacted this year. Basically, the electronic throttle body failures would have resulted in engine stall or surge while entering traffic from a stop position or while driving at highway speeds, neither of which I believe occurred here. Further, Inspector Schultz would testify that that does not prevent the brake from working. So if this had been activated on this car, which it was not, but if it had been, and this defendant would have pushed down on the brake, it would have stopped the car. Further, if this was a problem, there would have been the malfunction indicator lamp or the wrench light would have been illuminated, as Trooper Schultz, or Inspector Schultz testified when he started the vehicle and checked the indicator lights. None of them were lit. Further, if there was
Shame. Only 36 likes. I know Mama Bear doesn't like Kay, but really? Mama Bear's doing great. I'm glad to hear that. Mama Coop is doing great. Glad to hear that. That's why we sent out so many prayers. Well, in limited, we wanted to spread them fairly, Coop. So there you go. We're glad. We're glad to hear that, Coop. We are. But yes, only 36 likes last I checked. Sad.
This, he would have observed material buildup on the commutator. There was no such buildup observed. There were no problems with the throttle, electronic throttle body. That was part of his report. Therefore, this is, although there may have been some cars who had this problem, the car that the defendant was driving on this day did not have that problem. That was testified during the vehicle inspection. The defendant had the opportunity to cross-examine Inspector Schultz with regard to that. And again, in running the defendant's mom's VIN number through NHTSA, National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration, there are, for this particular VIN number for this car that the defendant was driving, 0 unrepaired recalls. So it's a mood issue.
I don't believe it's a mood issue. And I actually have the report should be in the mailroom as we speak. I had everything sent over priority mail, the actual information about the class action lawsuit, the actual information about the recalls.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chucky. By the way, I can't remember. Somebody sent me a couple new intro musics for Ketchup and Faves, but I couldn't pull them up for some reason. I don't know, technical issue. Maybe try sending them again. I actually couldn't pull them up, but I tried. So I gave that away. So, but thank you. I can't remember who sent them. Maybe it was Chucky. I don't remember. But somebody sent me a couple. I just couldn't. I couldn't pull them up. It won't allow me to, and I haven't had a chance to respond yet. But thank you.
For those models, like I said, 2008 through 2010. Now, in all fairness, Your Honor,
Daryl does know that it goes by your VIN number, right?
No.
Seeing as how when vehicles are purchased from the manufacturer, they're still sold as is. There would be no way to know that there's anything malfunctioning with the vehicle until it actually happens. And
what are you talking about, Daryl?
Class action lawsuit. No one would sue the Ford company if there weren't malfunctioning vehicles. There would be no class action lawsuit if these vehicles were not malfunctioning. And I believe with that, like I said, the information is easily obtainable. I should have the information in the mailroom right now that you can readily view this information about the class action lawsuit, about the recall. It wasn't just the 2010 model in question. It was 2008 through 2010.
Yeah, I got one, Faves. I just couldn't pull it up.
The information about the malfunctioning pertains strictly to the throttle body.
Let me address your claim, sir. So, not trying to cut you off, I don't need the specifics about a class action because as it relates to this case, the fact that there's a class action would not mean there's a Brady violation by the state. In fact, you even indicate it was readily known and something you were able to find out. I'd further note that you had a full and fair opportunity to cross-examine the inspector regarding his mechanical inspection. It's not new information. And more importantly, as it relates to this particular vehicle, based upon the testimony of Inspector Schultz, it's speculative as to whether this vehicle would be impacted, number one, by the class action, and number two, any throttle body problems. Because again, there was a full inspection. That report was provided to you. He testified on direct examination about there being no active recalls. And more importantly, he testified about what impact the throttle body would have and what he would expect to see if there were any issues with it. I am aware that the ICF, I did receive.
I'm going to ask. I gotta ask, Crystal T, did you send me that? I haven't opened it yet. I just took a picture of the actual box, but I haven't opened it yet. I'll share it tomorrow, though. I'll share it.
I thought you said you were going to share it today. I want to see what it looks like.
I know. I don't have it available for me just to pull up in a second, but no, I'm actually going to share the whole thing tomorrow with the whole opening and everything.
Well, I want you to text me a picture of what the box looks like before you open it.
Oh yeah, I will. No, I'm gonna do it before and after. I didn't get time. I got caught up with some other stuff yesterday, but I'm going to. Crystal, did you send that to me, Crystal? I don't think Crystal sent it to me. I can't wait to open it, but it's got a lot of work. I got a lot of work to do on this one. I'm gonna take it actually to work with me tonight. I'm going to do it at work. I'm going to do it at work, and we'll open it up and take all the videos or take all the pics when I'm at work. So it'll be interesting, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I hope it was sent by you, Crystal. Tell me if it was, Crystal. Tell me if it was.
An email, it's one page with what you said. I have to turn my head. I got to figure out how to flip it. Give me a second.
It's like Judge Judy. He's going to have
just for the record.
Hold on, let me finish my record, okay? So I'm going to turn because it's only I can read. It says, your ICF says the state's expert witness who did the inspection on the vehicle in this incident needs to be recalled. No later than Wednesday, I just learned of some information that is extremely vital. I understand the information that you're providing me, but again, you had a full and fair opportunity to cross-examine this witness. This information was apparently well known. I'd also note the vehicle's registered to your mother. And from my understanding of recalls, I think what is common knowledge is that a registered owner would receive information regarding the recalls and what to do. And presumably she would have provided that information to anyone operating that vehicle or taking care of it. We have none of that information before us by way of fact or even an offer of proof that even she received that information and did nothing with it, or whether anyone else who operated that did anything with it or not. The bottom line is there is absolutely no Brady violation by the state. This is not the type of information they would have been required to turn over. And from my understanding and review of Exhibit 83, what's important to this case is that the mechanical inspection specifically looked at that issue nonetheless and found that as to this particular vehicle, there were no issues with that would have impacted the mechanical function during the incident in question. I'll accept the state's offer of proof as to what would have been the issues based upon the information provided. And again, without anything further from you by way of your offer of proof, I can't make a finding, number one, that there's a Brady violation, and number two, that the information you seek to cross-examine him on would have any impact whatsoever. So I'll deny the request to dismiss the case, and I'll deny the request to recall this witness. Hold on. Let me have the state just make their statement. I'll give you the last word on it. Go ahead.
The Inspector Schultz's mechanical inspection report was provided to the defense on April 29th, 2022. I noted that when the defendant was cross-examining Inspector Schultz, he did have a report in front of him and was asking questions directly related to information contained in that report.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Brooks.
When you spoke of the owner of the vehicle, that's who gave me the information. My mother gave me the information of this. I had no knowledge until she told me. And that's how I came into the information. And she was the one that said, I'm going to send you all the information that you need so you can present it to the court. So I
understand that, sir, but your request is not timely. So you have had this information for quite some time, either through counsel.
I did not have it for quite some time.
Let me make my record, either through counsel.
It was just told to me.
That's not what I'm saying. You've had the information about this report for quite some time, either through prior counsel or through all of the discovery that was turned over to you when you took over your representation of your own case. The fact that you have now learned this, it's a little bit too late. And I understand that may seem fair to you, but when I consider the information that you're providing to me, it's speculative on your part as to whether there's any impact on this particular vehicle because of the inspection that was done. And you had a full and fair opportunity to cross-examine the inspector about information that was readily obtainable and researchable by you prior to the time that you cross-examined this witness.
It was not readily available for me to expect at the time. I don't have access to the internet. So how would I be able to?
Mr. Brooks, you're telling me your mother had that information.
No,
so
I'm telling you, she just told me this information. I have the phone calls to prove it.
I understand that. I'm denying the request, sir.
And I would like a.
So that's my decision.
I object to that, Your Honor.
I understand. I've made my decision. I expect that you respect the decision, at least
No.
that we're not going to debate it further.
Yes.
I now have the
It needs to be-
ICF,
it
the
needs to
one
be
for the state,
addressed, Your
provided
Honor.
for the state.
She says, I'm not going to address it further. He goes, no. And she's like, I'm going to move on. I said, yes, you're going to address it further. He's such a little petulant child. Thank you, Kitty Pants. Thank you for the 5. You're welcome. You're welcome from JJ and Ketchup. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And hopefully, I hope on Wednesday, hopefully Star will be available again on Wednesday. I know she's very, very busy. Please pray for Star. We love our Star. I haven't even seen her in chats anywhere, nowhere. I know she's busy. She's going through some stuff, but please pray for Star. We love Star. She's our friend. We love her.
Yeah, we miss her.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, we hope she's well. So keep praying for our Star, of course, and hopefully, we can get her back as soon as, actually, I don't need Star to come back quickly. I want Star to come back when she is feeling better, when stuff is cleared up, and whether it's with work or family and stuff like that. That's when I want Star to come back, when she's ready, available, and it's not. I don't want this.
We don't want to stress her out.
Yeah, I don't want our show to be an inconvenience for her. I want her to handle her. And
It's supposed to be fun.
yes, and yes, we do love our Star. Thank you, Goosebump. We do, very, very much. And if she sees this, I don't even know if she's been watching YouTube lately. I haven't seen her around anywhere. Because I know she's dealing with other stuff. But we do love her, and if she sees this, we are praying for you, Star. We love you, and we miss you, but come back when you are ready and when you are available, because, everybody has personal stuff that goes on in their lives, and they have to take a break, and that's life. That's life. It's what we all go through. So we'll be praying for Star, of course. But you know what? We still have Kelvin.
That's true. We do have Kelvin.
I mean, as unfortunate as it is. Thank you, Kitty Pan. Let's move on. Let's get to this box fort. Ketchup, I don't know. Are you able to go till about 3 today? If not, you can drop off at any time.
Yeah, that's fine.
It'll take us till about 3 until we'll get to box fort, because there'll be some stuff to skip over.
Okay.
Yes, we'll have Gwen as well.
Madam Clerk, I just gave that to you. All right, so.
I
Mr. Brooks, in
respectfully
light of
object. I respectfully object, Your Honor, and request the legal reconsideration of your ruling, Your Honor.
It's denied. The request for reconsideration is denied. There's no legal basis for me to deny
I
that
respectfully reject that ruling and take exception to that ruling, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brooks, we need to keep going.
For the record, may I request a legal or factual basis for your ruling, Your Honor?
I provided an oral ruling today. The record stands, sir.
For the record, may I respectfully request a written judicial finding of facts and inclusion of law on this issue?
Your request is denied.
For the record, may I respectfully move for an interlocutory declaratory appeal of this matter?
I wouldn't be the one you would make that request to, sir. So I
For the
can't
record, may I
answer that
move to
yes or
stay
no.
these proceedings until the instant matter is adjudicated by a court of competent jurisdiction?
That request is denied.
Based on what law or fact, Your Honor?
The request is denied.
Based on what law or fact, Your Honor?
Any other requests, sir? I'd like to move on.
Based on what law?
There's no
or
legal
fact?
basis that you've stated for me to do that, sir.
Ooh, that doesn't
It
sound
has-
like
it has been
lawful
done.
law.
The request is denied. The request is not a proper motion.
Hey,
There's no
Miyagi.
legal support for the motion. There's no factual support for the motion, so it's denied.
For the record, it appears that this court is acting in contempt of the law, Your Honor.
Oh boy.
Can you show me how or where this court is following the law of respecting this matter?
That's a very vague statement, sir. There's no legal relief that you're claiming. There's no motion before the court based in law or fact. So this court cannot address that last statement of yours.
Your Honor, with all due respect, I would like a motion for finding a fact.
Denied.
Under what law fact?
I made an oral ruling, sir. There's no requirement I do so in writing.
So you're denying a legal, you're denying a motion for finding a fact.
Yeah.
So how do I know what you're doing is legal, Your Honor?
All right, Mr. Brooks, we're going to move forward. At this time, I want to.
How do I know that this is legal, Your Honor? Can you show me that it's legal?
Mr. Brooks, we're moving forward. So your
Doesn't
request
seem
is
like
denied.
it doesn't seem
Mr.
like
Brooks,
you're-
I need to give you some advice,
It doesn't
and I'd
seem
ask
like
that you
you're.
stop
I don't
interrupting
need your
me.
advice.
I
need
to give you
your-
advisements, sir, regarding
I
your right
need
to
you to do.
testify.
I need you to do your job. without prejudice and without
Mr. Brooks has now
bias.
interrupted me multiple times. He's failing to respect the court's oral rulings here today. It's something that he's done repeatedly throughout this trial. Mr. Brooks, I need to go through some advisements. Unless you have a witness to immediately call, I need to go through this particular discussion on the record with you regarding your right to testify. Do you have a witness to call, sir?
You don't need to go through anything with me on record.
Actually, I do so, sir. That is required by law.
Actually, you don't. You need to do your job as a public servant.
So
Mr. Brooks,
rude.
Honor the oath that you
I
took,
need to go
Your
through
Honor.
these advisements, and if you're going to keep interrupting me, you will forfeit your right to be present, and you
So
will
you're holding me in
move to
contempt
the next courtroom so that I can properly go through these advisements
And
without
I
being
still-
interrupted.
And I still don't have to answer. I still don't have to answer whether I'm in this court or not. So you're holding me in contempt yet again.
Mr. Brooks, I've not held you in contempt. I've found that you have forfeited your right to be present by your conduct, which is one of the options available to this court under Illinois versus Allen, under State versus Vaughn. It's also referenced in State versus Anthony. So I am going to keep going, sir, despite your protestations.
Your Honor, with
I
all
need
due
you
respect,
to
in Illinois
not
versus
interrupt me.
Allen,
This is another interruption.
In Illinois versus Allen.
Mr. Brooks, I'm
they
not
say-
going to have a debate with you on
I'm
the
not
meaning
trying
of
to have a
Illinois
debate.
versus
I'm not
Allen.
trying to have a debate.
You are
Merely
advised
trying
that
to
a
understand
continued
Illinois versus Allen.
Mr. Brooks, you are advised that continued interruptions will result in you forfeiting your right to be present during this next phase of the trial.
Okay, but you saying that I'm
I've said
forfeiting
that
my
multiple
right.
times.
You
I've
saying-
given you multiple
You're
opportunities to
holding
stop
me in
interrupting
contempt.
me.
You're holding me in contempt.
Mr. Brooks,
By
I'm not holding
removing
you
me
in
from the
contempt for
courtroom.
the second time here, and I've
Your
also
Honor,
repeated that.
Your Honor,
He's
with all-
interrupting me yet again.
with
Mr.
all
Brooks, I
respect-
need you to stop talking.
With all respect, in Illinois versus Allen.
All right, Mr. Brooks continues to want to debate with me the meaning of Illinois versus Allen. It is a clear indication to this court
trying to
that
understand,
he
Your Honor.
wants to disrupt these proceedings, even
That's
in a
not true.
mild manner tone
That's
of
not
voice.
true.
I've
I'm
reminded
seeking
him
to
repeatedly
understand, Your
regarding
Honor,
the standards
because
of
it doesn't.
civility, and one of the
Illinois doesn't.
bedrocks is that he
Illinois
not
versus
interrupt.
Allen does not state.
All right, I'm going to
that-
remove him to the next courtroom so that I can go through
It does
the
not state-
advisements with him without being
It
interrupted.
does not
Clear the
state
courtroom
that
and
you
we'll
can be
resume
present from
once he
cameras.
is over there. Again,
It
I'll make
doesn't
the
state that
appropriate
you can be
findings when
present
he is
from
there.
cameras, or that you could be,
Yes, we're off the record.
or that you could be.
until,
Okay, so you're making a tacit agreement.
Attacking agreement. We got an attacking agreement. I cannot believe that this judge is making all these tacit agreements. I mean, I thought she already advised him it was a tacit agreement. Well, you know, as the Fleabags always says, this might be torturous. This is torturous interference, I say. Yagi says potato. Potato's been called. Grass says it's a grass. This is the thing, though. We're at the point in the trial where Joe Brooks knows he's cooked. All right? He's gone through the witnesses. He's tried to make a mess of things the best he can. He's got about 11 more attempts to make a mess of things. And actually, when we get to closing arguments, I don't think we'll get there today. We're just going to get to box for it. But the funny thing is, he actually, when he gets to closing arguments, he has to cause more problems. And attorney Hopper, she's the one who's like, corrects the judge and says, Your Honor, we need to move forward. And if Daryl Brooks wants to say X, Y, or Z, we'll just, raise an objection. We can strike it. The jury's smart enough to know what's going on. Let's let him do his closing arguments despite what he wants to say. We'll get to that. You'll see what I'm talking about. But no, actually, Attorney Hopper is the voice of reason to make sure he even gets to do a closing argument. But yeah, let's get to this. We got to get to jury instructions. This will be very important here.
That are made. Of course, at any point in time, Mr. Brooks can ask to be brought back over to this courtroom under Illinois versus Allen. Of course, he needs to
I'm going to pop forward a little bit because they're only talking, once again, she always discusses what just happened. And, we don't need to see all that. And we're going to get to jury instructions and things. And now Daryl can't hear. You have to remember that.
Says to call other than himself. He has declined to answer that question. Sir, if you fail to answer that, confirmed with the bailiffs that the audio and visual were working.
Why is my audio muted to begin with?
Because you interrupt the court repeatedly. So I'm going to ask you yet another way, even though for 3 times now he has failed to answer this court. You indicated last week that you would like to call your mom as a witness, Dawn Woods. You were provided with notice that the state would not be assisting with that in any way. You indicated when that was said that if you wanted your mom to testify, she would obey you and she would be here. So I trust that you've made arrangements for her to be here. Are you going to call Dawn Woods as a witness this morning and specifically now?
Oh, you can't hear again.
I will ask him a second time. Sir, do you have Dawn Woods available to call as a witness this morning? He's been unmuted for a while now. We can obviously hear him. I will ask Mr. Brooks a third time for the record. He's finally putting on the headphones. Do you Is Dawn Woods in the courthouse available to testify right now? Do you intend to call her?
Hold on.
For the
Hold
record,
up.
Mr. Brooks only puts on the headphones when he's in the other courtroom. He does not put them on when he's in here. The audio and the visual work just fine in that courtroom.
When I'm in the actual courtroom, I can hear it. I don't need to be muted.
Mr. Brooks' statements that the audio doesn't work when I mute him is simply false.
I didn't say nothing about the audio not working, so you need to stop lying on the record.
I'm not lying on the record, sir.
You are lying on the record.
All right, I'm going to mute him once again because now he's raising his voice. Now he's angry. He's thrown the headphones. He certainly does not seem to want to answer any of the questions this court has. I asked him 3 times if he had any additional witnesses to call. I warned him that if he did not answer that question, he would forfeit his right to call additional witnesses other than perhaps himself. I then specifically asked him about Dawn Woods because that is the person he indicated he wanted to add to his witness list last week, and I granted his request to do that. I asked him twice. He did not respond to that. Based upon his failure to respond, based upon this court advising him that if he failed to answer that question, he would forfeit his right to present any additional witnesses, again, other than perhaps himself. I'll find that he has forfeited his right to present and call any additional witnesses based upon his conduct in this case. I would direct Mr. Brooks to the case of State versus Anthony, although that squarely dealt with a person's right to call to be themselves a witness in their own case. They talk at length in that case about how right.
Now we know Darrell Brooks was never going to testify in his own case for himself. He can't handle himself. Right?
Well, and frankly, I don't know why he would need his mom to testify. She was not even there. What does she have to offer? Nothing.
She was going to be like, he just was looking for an Uber. He didn't do anything wrong. He needed an Uber, and clearly someone stole my car. Right? Ran the parade. Was not my son. I mean, you saw her collusion earlier.
Oh, yeah. Well, clearly it was Daryl's doppelganger that stole the car.
Like when we read through his phone conversations with EP, Erica Patterson, we've seen her manipulation as well. So we know she's culpable for everything. She's terrible. This is one of the worst human beings on planet Earth. His mom should actually be held responsible for all of this shit just as much as he is. Maybe not as much as he is, but quite frankly, she was the one allowing Daryl to basically intimidate Erica Patterson. His whole reason of going to Waukesha in the first place was to intimidate Erica Patterson. And when it didn't work and realized that he had made contact, police had been called, he knew he was cooked right then for having a conversation with Erica Patterson. So then he was scared. Well, I don't know, even scared. And then ran through a goddamn parade because he didn't care anymore. He knew what he just did. He just attacked Erica Patterson in his car. And he knew
in front of the women's shelter.
Yes. And he knew he was cooked. He knew right then and there he was probably already facing 60 years. What's another 6 life sentences? So no. Judge Darrow knows what's going on. She's not an idiot. However, I don't agree with everything she did in this case, just because I think she gave him way too much leeway. But she was holding the record. She was holding the record to make sure that when this went to appeal, good luck, jerk off, no one's going to deal with you in appeal. Let's see what Daryl has going on because we have another break coming up before we get to box for it.
I disagree. I think she did a pretty good job.
Well, no, I'm just going off what I heard about a lot of, keep in mind, I've watched this from a lot of other.
I get it, but, you can't really, you don't know what it was like to be in her position. So I give her grace on that. And
I also know that she did speak out to a lot of other judges. And I'm pausing this because Daryl Brooks is not responding. There's nothing here. But no. She did reach out to a lot of other judges to get advice on how to deal with this. So she was doing it the way she wanted to do it. I just know a lot of other actual lawyers had a disagreement, whether it be Law Talk with Mike or
I get it, but I mean, they don't know what it was like to deal with him in real life.
Yeah, I do sometimes listen to somebody because I felt the same way as some of the other lawyers felt. As a lawyer myself, I felt
Right. Right.
a little bit. I was not a lawyer at the time, but now that I am, a per se lawyer, I have my own judgments. But no, I think she did a good job. It's just no, I think she, a little too much rope was given, but that's okay.
Make a finding that he has the ability and understand, he can read, write, and understand the English language. You've been unmuted the entire time, sir.
So what are you talking about? Are you talking about subject matter jurisdiction and how you're going to verify it on record?
So he did not answer my question if the record's not clear about whether he's had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours. I'll ask him.
That is true. Emily D. Baker, one of my longtime co-hosts and friends. I've been on her show many times. I've been a guest on her show many times. Yeah, she did support her as well. So no, I mean it was a give and take. Lawyer, was like, Bruce Rivers was a little critical sometimes, but yeah, even my best friend Emily D. Baker did have her points where she did support her. So I appreciate that. And I do side with Emily D. Baker. She's my buddy. We're best friends.
His statements that he can't hear, his statements that when I mute his audio, that it mutes his audio, are simply false. So Mr. Brooks, have you made?
Am I still unmuted?
You are, sir. And I'll make a record that per the lieutenant over in the other courtroom, the volume is 2 to 3 times louder than it is in this courtroom.
You need to stop making false records saying that I said I can't hear you at all. I said I have trouble hearing you when I'm over here. That's what I said. So I would appreciate if you would make the record clear and correct.
Clearly, he heard me say that for him to make that distinguishing statement.
I'm sitting right here. Don't you see me looking hard up to the microphone so you can hear me?
I don't have an issue hearing you at all, sir.
Can you hear me when I'm right here?
I can. Once again, for the lieutenant who's been in both of these courtrooms, the volume in the adjacent courtroom where Mr. Brooks is at is 2 to 3 times louder than it is in this courtroom. Mr. Brooks, have you made a decision?
What about this courtroom?
Have you made a decision?
I've made it very clear. I'm a per se lawyer. Okay, I'm a per se lawyer, Chucky. All right. Oh, know what a per se lawyer is? Then you need to, work that out for yourself. But no, I'm a stupid pearhead, and as a per se lawyer, I've represented multiple clients in court, and I'm 3-0. And I never even issued a motion. I just wrote them, read them on my streams, and then everyone who came up against me ran away like little pukes that they were. And then what did they do after that? They worked out like an arrangement to pay their bills of their fines and fees. You know what's funny about that? The funniest part was it's $400 to serve somebody, and freaking dummy spent $4 because she wanted it on the record as she was.
Yeah, she just wanted to file the shit to harass.
As she wanted to scare me as she was attempting to serve me, and so she spent $4 because I knew she didn't have $400. That's why I gave her my freaking address. I was like, bring it, moron. She literally gave him $4. You see me looking into the microphone? Oh, like,
right. That's hilarious.
He borrowed Boner Crusher's headphones for this one.
Well, he is listening with his eyes. That is important.
It went full circle. Crusher's blocked the headphones.
This case.
Now, have you made a decision to tell
I will ask you again, sir. Have you made a decision to testify in this case?
Subject matter jurisdiction. Have you made a decision to be impartial? To answer what your name is? To answer if you have a claim against me?
What your name is?
Once again, he's attempting to divert
Her
away
name's right there.
by going through the proper colloquy with him regarding his right to testify. He is asking me about subject matter.
When she became a judge a long time ago, he's referring to her maiden name.
Oh boy. Seriously?
Yes. These are the petty little things she's pointing to, like, oh my God, you had a different name way back then.
I'm surprised he didn't bring up my name is not all capital letters bullcrap.
Oh, he might. We might get. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we'll get there.
Do you want to testify on your behalf in this case? Yes, you have been. Sir, do you want to? Sir, do you want to testify in this case?
When I had the headphones on just a minute ago, you said you was muted. So we have other on you. Or did you even mute me in the first place?
Mr. Brooks, I'm asking you one last time. Do you want to?
Because I haven't heard nothing that you asked. How you gonna ask me something? It didn't just answer for me.
Mr. Brooks, do you want to testify? All right, I'm going to answer. I'm going to mute him again. Again, it is very clear to this court that he uses the statement that he can't hear as a means to delay. It's a distraction. It's very evident that he hears this court and that he's choosing to willfully not answer this court. This court, as I indicated earlier, is tasked with the duty to ensure that there is efficient and effective presentation of relevant and probative evidence in this case. This court is attempting to go through the needed colloquy with Mr. Brooks, and he at all times during this colloquy has refused to answer simple questions. I personally do not want to make this more difficult, but I must establish these ground rules that he must answer these questions in order for this court to make the appropriate findings. Without him providing answers, this court is left with no choice but to find that he is forfeiting his right to testify on his own behalf. This court must also preserve dignity, order, and decorum, again, ensure relevant and admissible evidence is presented, and also honor the defendant's right to present a defense. The simple requirement that he answer questions is required, frankly, due to the defendant's prior conduct throughout this trial, his repeated defiance, his repeated outbursts, his repeated failure to follow simple rules of courtesy and decorum, his repeated interruptions of this court, and this court having to repeatedly remove him to the neighboring courtroom and making findings that he has forfeited his right to be present. Of course, this record is abundantly clear at this point that Mr. Brooks, regarding his right to testify and whether he heard that or not, of evidence and do not offend the defendant's right to testify. Throughout this trial, Mr. Brooks has repeatedly accused this court of violating his First Amendment.
I'm popping forward a little bit because this is just a huge back and forth of her asking him a question, him not responding. I mean, there's nothing here, but we will get to something here. Let me see here.
We're not doing anything.
Are you willing to?
Your Honor, by law, you cannot coerce me.
I'm not coercing you, sir.
Well, you're making a decision for me based on something that I did not say myself.
Last Friday, I specifically directed your attention to State versus Anthony. I discussed very briefly at the end of the day on Friday the case law that is relevant on this topic, including State versus Anthony, Rock versus Arkansas, and Chambers versus Mississippi, to specifically put you on notice.
Do you recall what was going on Friday?
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to mute him. Again, I'm not going to have a debate. I've made a finding. I've given him yet another opportunity. If he's willing to go through the colloquy with the court, he wants to challenge me instead and saying he doesn't consent. His lack of consent to this entire procedure is noted for the record. Based on his inability to pledge to this court that he will honor that ruling and be respectful of the jury, I'm going to leave him in the other courtroom. The jury's going to be brought out. And he will remain muted, and I will simply advise them, as I have throughout this case, that he's appearing from another courtroom and that his appearance from the other courtroom should not in any way be held against him or influence their verdict in any way. I will tell them that there are no further witnesses for the defense, and then I'll ask the state if there is any rebuttal, and then the jury will be excused for the day because we will have I anticipate will be a very lengthy discussion on jury instructions.
All right, so now what's going to happen is, of course, the jury's going to come out. There's no more back and forth. Daryl's done. All right. Well, he's not done. I mean, he's done for right now. They just bring the jury out. They explain that there's no more witnesses. And then what happens is, of course, let me see if I can pull this up here. I'm not going to go through this. This is actually, I guess, I got this a little bit wrong. This is the sheriff that was actually involved with the shock devices, stuff like that. Do you guys want to hear it? I'll play a second of it here. I'll play a second. Give me a sec here. And then we'll get to box 4. Box 4 is coming up very soon. We're only
assigned to work this case.
I am.
And were you present in courtroom 20 this morning with Mr. Brooks when he was removed from this courtroom to that courtroom?
I was.
And did you make any personal observations regarding the audio and visual setup that we have over there?
Both the audio and visual were working properly. The audio was a lot louder than it has been in the past while we were in that room.
Did you have any difficulty hearing the court?
I did not.
And then, of course, you could see through the cameras from this courtroom and the neighboring courtroom.
I could.
All right, that's the only record I wanted.
There might be a little difference in the likes. I understand you folks will do the right thing and hit the like or the dislike. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I actually, I'm not too worried about it. I know you fine folks will do the right thing. There might be a YouTube thingy going on. It's okay, folks. It's okay. We're still having fun.
Or to this courtroom, sir.
He did not. He is telling us he prefers right now to be in that courtroom. He did not want to come back in here.
All right, thank you. Those are all my questions, Your Honor. Mr. Brooks, you are unmuted. Do you have any questions for this deputy?
No.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
He said no.
All right, then I'm going to have Zach
Yep.
Tremaine also take the witness stand. Can you do a
Thank God. Finally, we got a note. He's such a moron. We're at 144. We're just talking to the sheriff's office here.
a moment? For the moment, we'll print it in black and white so you have it until I can get the zoom up.
Heavily engaged Joe Brooks. Heavily engaged. He's got boner crutches walking on. He's also listening to some Debbie. He's only disappointed.
Sure.
You are in the meeting now.
I need to get the other courtroom in, so just one moment. Okay, thank you, Zach. You can step down. All right, I just wanted to put that on the record since that was an issue raised by Mr. Brooks previously. Now, I need to get a copy of the jury instructions. They were quite lengthy. The record should reflect that Mr. Brooks was provided with a written copy. It's 107 pages, and the state was provided with a written copy as well. Again, it's all the same 107 pages. And then my written copy is.
No, Miyagi. I said I knew people would do the right thing. She's Miyagi. I still want to hit the likey button for just your hip. It's okay. It's okay. It'll work itself out. She's Miyagi. Stop attacking your hubby.
I was just told that the evidentiary phase is supposed to be closed. I haven't been able to present my evidence into the record as I've asked numerous times on the record to be able to do. I said I have numerous documents that needed to go into the record.
Oh yeah.
Why have they not been permitted to be made evidence?
That's weird.
I didn't rest my case, so I don't know why that's being told.
Yeah, right.
I have yet to be able to offer my exhibits into the record for evidence.
Oh yeah.
How's that so, Your Honor?
So the court did declare the evidentiary phase of this trial closed. I specifically found that you forfeited your right to present any further evidence or testimony when you failed to answer my questions regarding the calling of witnesses. And then I also declared that you forfeited your right to testify. Specifically as it relates to your trial filing, sir, I would note that all evidence in a trial must be proper, it must be probative, it must be relevant, and it must follow all rules of procedure and all rules of evidence. To the extent that you wrote all of those documents, sir, that would be hearsay. And for that reason, I'm denying your request to make them part of the record.
They were not hearsay, Your Honor. I did what you told me to do. You told me, since I was representing myself pro per, that I had to write everything out and present it to the court.
So that's not what I said. You're misquoting me, but in any event, I'm denying your.
It was writing motions and testimony based on what other people said. Yes, that's hearsay, dummy. And by the way, Tammy J, maybe take a note for this one for Fleabag. Since you also have a huge problem understanding what hearsay is, all right, this is a clear lesson. Daryl Brooks reading a motion based on what Don Woods told him. Yes, that was hearsay. There's nothing admissible about that. That's clear hearsay. Now, if you want anything Don Woods has to say to be admissible, you should have called her as a witness, jerk off. All right, this guy clearly doesn't get it, but he's so dumb. He is no different than the Fleabags and stupid Tammy J. Fat Tammy, when it comes to hearsay, they have no idea what they're talking about because they're not lawyers. They're not a 3-0 just JF. No. And by the way, I want to point this out. Tomorrow's going to be a great show tomorrow morning. I promise you. But tomorrow's going to be a good show. But on top of that, I want to remind you that very clearly the Fleabags have claimed that the information between Lips and what happened with Jeremy Hills is true. They've literally accused him of SA. All right? Like, that's a crime. All right?
Repeatedly.
They've accused him of a crime. This woman has screwed herself royally. I promise you. All right? She has screwed herself royally. Not just Lips. Nope. You repeated the shit. All right? Oh, we're going to have a fun time tomorrow. I promise you, dummy. But yes, we're going to get to box for it here. We're about 10 minutes away, I think. We're about 10 minutes away from doing a box for it. It'll be a good time.
Request. I
So
said,
you're saying that I have no right to present evidence and to have exhibits as the state's been able to do.
Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to have a debate about this
Are you
now.
denying-
I
are you-
got to
are you
mute you
denying
once
your
again.
right?
So, Mr. Brooks, I have muted you because I declared the evidentiary phase of this trial closed. You forfeited your right to present further evidence and testimony previously by refusing to answer the court's questions. I will specifically address the filings. Number one, it is not true that I advised him that any filing would become evidence. That is simply false. Number two, filings, I told him if he wanted to present motions, should be written down and should be based in law and fact and request.
He's got his mask back on, yelling and screaming when he's muted. The funny thing is the judge can hear him because in the neighboring courtroom and he's yelling so loud she can hear him.
And he hasn't asked in any of those filings that he hasn't put forth any exception to the hearsay rule that would allow this court to admit his written filings. I believe without fail, they are all irrelevant, not probative, and hearsay, and therefore not admissible. So we're moving on to the discussion of jury instructions. When Mr. Brooks wants to abide by the rules of decorum and civility, I will unmute him. He clearly just took the entire packet of jury instructions and put them, I don't know what's under the table, if it's a garbage can or if he just simply put them under the table, but they are no longer in front of him. I will, however, unmute him so that we can get his feedback regarding jury instructions. It's typically a back and forth. We'll go through them. I'll ask the part.
I did just go down to regular speed, all right, because literally we have 15 minutes of awesomeness, all right. It doesn't start for about 5 minutes, but we want to get the lead up to it. But we have about 15 minutes of total awesomeness, all right. And then there's even more, but we're only going to get to probably just the 15 minutes, all right. Catch up if that's okay with you.
Fine.
The evidence. So you filed them. You filed everything that I gave to you. You
Right,
filed.
Mr. Brooks, I'm
And
going
that's
to
all I'm
mute you
saying.
because this is not relevant at this time.
It is.
He's raised tone of voice. He's very animated. He threw the jury instructions on the floor. I understand you're upset, sir. I understand you believe I'm violating your right to present a defense. I've made my rulings. I determine you forfeited your right to testify, which includes the right to present evidence as you would have testified. I closed I closed off your ability to call any other witnesses by finding that you forfeited your right to do so based upon your conduct. I understand you're frustrated. I understand you believe that I'm not without authority to do that. I made specific factual findings. I referenced the law, and you being upset with the decision is not going to change my mind. He's also taken the headphones off. It's his.
I have a feeling Moo Moo's not going to be able to help him at this point.
I think you're right, Jay.
I would have called Moo Moo as a witness, but we do our own thing. But I would have gone with Moo.
No equipment. I'll unmute him again, but you are advised, sir, you need to be proper. You need to not interrupt, and you need to stay on task, which is we're discussing jury instructions, not other evidence, not subject matter jurisdiction, not your belief that I told you to file things a certain way. We are now discussing jury instructions. So once again, I'll unmute him to see if he can follow these simple rules.
You need to tell me why I can't present evidence. How can you deny me the fact? How can you deny me my right to present evidence?
All right, I'll mute him once again because he wants to continue. And again, I understand he's upset. I understand that. But he has himself to blame.
His tattoo over his right eye says Moo. All right. Moomoo. Moo. I believe it's in relation to maybe his sister who died. I don't know, but that's what I think. But yeah, Moo. 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 Yeah, that's what he has there. Be clear, I bring all the truth that I can. So you can go look it up. I don't know. Actually, I believe she died of some sort of, let's say, a reg addiction. I don't know for sure. I don't want to tell you tales of school. Those are my beliefs. I'd have to look it up. It's been a hot minute since I looked into Moo. But I will, if you ask me to, I'll go back and look into Moo.
Hey, Peculiar.
Hi, Peculiar.
For his conduct this morning and the rulings that I've made. All right, so let's go through these jury instructions. First of all, has the state received a copy of the draft?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Brooks, do you acknowledge receipt? I believe you did by acknowledging it previously, but do you acknowledge receipt of the draft of the final jury instructions?
I don't acknowledge nothing, and I don't acknowledge anything now. I have not received anything.
I would ask the bailiff to pick up the documents from the floor and put them in front of him.
And I'm not presenting it to nothing I don't give my consent to. You can't deny me the right to put it on the bench. How can you tell me when I just say
I'm going to read it once again because again I understand he's upset. If the bailiff could confirm, well, he put him on top, he put him on the floor. That's his right. They're not in front of him, but it's by his own conduct that he's done that. The record should reflect Mr. Brooks is muted because he wants to continue to debate with this court.
I didn't get anything. And then they pull it out of the trash can. He throws it back on the floor. I get nothing. What a piece of shit. Hey, yeah, an appeals court's definitely going to want to deal with this. Oh, so funny.
About my prior rulings regarding his forfeiture by conduct of his right to present further evidence on his behalf.
We're 3 minutes away, We're 3 minutes away, Catcher. You ready?
I'm ready.
I know one of the things I probably need to look at, I'm not sure if Madam Clerk did this or not, would be the language from the amendment from the amended information on count.
I know what you know.
No, I don't want to do that.
Here we go.
76. The 76 count. Just want to make. It says near Frame Park, so it is in there. But that was just one
He
question
falls
I
down. He falls down into the chair. It's too heavy for him, and he falls down into his chair. The box overwhelmed him. And he's claiming he was a blood. Is there any reason why he would crap we have him in prison. Like we want nothing to do with you, you piece of crap. You can't lift a box. You fell into your own chair, dummy. Don't worry. After the fort gets taken down, we're gonna build it again. we do a fort rebuild.
All right. So state have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
I'm just going through each one. I'm on page 50 of 107. Everything's looking great so far.
Okay. Fair enough. There's 107 pages. I certainly can give the parties some time to continue to read through them.
He's hiding behind his butt. Don't worry. Tony Basie's gonna pop in here and give some advice.
Mr. Brooks is requesting to go back to his cell at this point. I'm going to deny that request. He can remain in the other courtroom.
He wants to go back to jail. He peeks around the side. Did you see him do the peek around?
No.
Here, watch. He's gonna do the peek around. Hang on. He'll do the peek around. He's like, look at me. That's over here. Can you see me? I'm behind my boxes in my box foot. You can see me. Yeah, look at me. It's tight enough. Behind my box.
I can't imagine what she's thinking right now.
She's like, look at this moron. The jury doesn't need to see this. Trust me, Throttle. Just wait. I think he's gonna do a little bit like he's yelling at the officers, giving his legal analysis to the officers, not to the court. Judge is like,
I know he's muted, but I can certainly hear him from this side.
The judge can hear him yelling.
Yelling at the top of his lungs. I can't decipher what he's yelling.
This is the best. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you for doing this for us. You garbage human being. Oh, he's got the red file. He's opening up the red file. This is the big one. Gonna break the case open. Oh, man. I thought that was that thing from the lake that came up that everyone was wondering about. What was that? The little snake thing or lizard or I don't know.
I'll advise Mr. Brooks without a specific waiver of his right to be present, even if it's from the remote courtroom, he's going to remain in that courtroom.
It looked like a little Loch Ness
And
monster
that would require him to
pulling up there.
have a
Yeah, the little Loch Ness monster hand coming up behind the box. He's back there talking to everyone like, this is my boggling. This is my boggling. I think they caught him with a lure like a fish. He's coming up out of the water occasionally. Catching Nessie at this point. This is like when Liar Nuts off Net Preston was calling in. She was driving over some sort of, clay minefield or something. It sounded like she was driving over adobe ruins. Oh, shit. You know what we should do? We should maybe remove the boxes, because this is causing a problem here. I think Basic's going to make a good point that we should remove these boxes, because, look at this. You can't even have a proper court case going on here, and also enough. Oh, yeah.
You have any requests for jury instructions? Or if in your review, you think anything needs to be changed, deleted, added, etc. I'd ask that it be put in writing, but I'll also give you this opportunity to verbally advise the court and make your request. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir? I would know he put 2 boxes right in front of where he's seated, so I can't presently see his face. I see his jacket is off, so I can see the outline of his arms. I can see the jacket on the back of his chair. He's unmuted. I confirmed previously regarding the audio working, and I will just ask him a second time, sir, do you have any requests as relates to the draft packet of jury instructions, whether that be any additions, corrections, edits, or deletions?
I might, Paramount.
Your Honor, would it be possible for the bailiffs to just move the boxes off the table?
Yes, I think that's fair. I'm going to advise the bailiff to remove the box so I can see.
It would have been funny if they could have just changed the camera view.
This is a very good idea by Attorney Basie. Basie's like, can't we just go? Oh, no. Daryl's going to be upset. Oh, no. We're removing his boxes of evidentiary stuff, which we're past that stage. He doesn't even need it. Oh, they're going to move it on. Oh, he's really pissed off now. What are you taking my stuff? Them be my boxes. Them in my boxes right there. Why I can't even trust me. Nobody can hear me.
You're just going to take my evidence?
You take my evidence? What is this? What are these scumbags? Okay, you call yourself a judge? This is my boggling. This is my boggling.
Related to the jury instructions, sir.
Yeah, I got requests. It ain't like they're going to be honored, though.
As it relates to the jury instructions, sir, what are your...
I heard what the hell you said, man.
Well, Mr. Brooks, that was very disrespectful.
Yeah, and I didn't get disrespected since the beginning of this whole process. So welcome to the club.
I've been disrespected since the beginning of this process. Welcome to the club.
Wow.
I've been disrespected since the beginning of this process. Welcome to the club.
I wish he would have just laughed at him, because that would have pissed him off so bad. If the judge would have laughed at him, he would have gotten so angry, and that would have just been amazing.
It was so funny right here. What was it, 2:30, 4:30? Let me see. Oh, let me go to 2:33. This is pretty good. We're going to do it again.
He has quieted down. I haven't heard him in a while. You can move the second one because it can interfere with the microphone as well.
Gang, gang!
And the third
Gang, gang!
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to ask you for a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any requests for instructions that aren't included that you believe should be included? Any edits or deletions from the packet that has been provided to you?
Hey, why do you tell me to move my body?
Because I couldn't see you, sir.
Or what?
I've asked you twice now, and I'll ask you a third time. Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Any additions, deletions, edits, or otherwise?
Hey, man, you don't gotta talk to me like that.
Oh boy.
Do you have any requests
First of all,
related to the jury instructions, sir?
Man, yeah, I got requests. It ain't like they gonna be honored though.
As it relates to the jury instructions, sir, what are your?
I heard what the hell you said, man.
Well, Mr. Brooks, that was very disrespectful.
Yeah, and I've been getting disrespected since the beginning of this whole process. So welcome to the club.
He's such a dick.
Welcome to the club. I've been respected since the whole process. Welcome to the club. That's one of my favorite lines of this trial. Welcome to the club. Oh, man. Take it down.
Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests?
I'm tired of my wife being trapped around here too. I'm tired of it too.
Do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
Ain't nobody understand why I'm frustrated. How you gonna sit up there and make decisions based on what you think I said when I didn't get consent for you to do any such thing?
Sir, I understand you may be upset, and I really do, but I've made my determinations.
You don't understand nothing. You don't understand anything, Your Honor. You don't.
I'm going to mute him again because he's not answering the questions that I'm very clearly asking him, and I've given him 5 opportunities. Mr. Brooks, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? I'll unmute you for that answer.
I can't hear everything you're saying.
Mr. Brooks, I know the audio is turned up. I believe you can hear me. You've chosen not to put the headphones on. That's your choice. My final question to you, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
I just told you, am I muted? Am I muted?
No.
I just told you, I don't know how many times, I can't hear everything you said.
Then you should put the headphones on.
Don't you understand? What about that don't you understand? Did you see headphones? You can see everything. You can see boxes. Did you see headphones?
Have you asked for headphones to be provided, sir?
I should have to ask for them. I asked for my boxes to move.
I believe they took them away previously because you were so agitated.
I asked my box to be moved.
I wonder if he was proud of himself after this was over.
I asked my box to be moved. He moved those anyways. Yes, he threw his headphones away. They removed him from him because, well, he was going to damage his headphones. So, out of precaution and protection for the officers, they had to remove his headphones so they wouldn't use them as a weapon.
Right, Faves? And he threw them like twice already.
I know. Like they have like a deal worked out with Amazon where they provide like 30 pairs of headphones a day because he sucks so bad. And he has bingo already. I mean.
Hey, Smitty, Wise Angel, and Kevin. I saw you guys pop in.
Hi, all of you. Kevin, hey, how's Kevin doing? Hi, Kevin. Is that bingo, Kevin?
No, it's Kevin 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, normally bingo Kevin would come in here and like just straight up. You know, I want to point this out. And I know some people probably like Lady Tammy, and that's fine. But why does Lady Tammy, in every single stream where my name's brought up, why does she have to take a dig at me? I didn't do anything to this lady. All I did was she said, all right, clearly she said, I don't want to mod when Star's on because I don't like Star, but I'll still mod when you're just on alone. That's not a moderator, so I just unmoderated. I didn't do shit. I didn't say a word. I just unmonitored her. But every single stream where my name's mentioned, like the other night, Tug was like, go check out Just Jab. She's like, I won't. Definitely not me. And I'm like, well, Jesus shit, get over yourself. I you know what? I don't care if you like her. I have no problem with her. Right? Do what you want to do in life. But why do you have to take digs every single stream that I'm not even a part of? I just don't. Not Lady T. I'm talking about this Lady Tammy lady. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, I'm not talking about literate Tammy J. I'm just talking about Lady Tammy in general. I think she does some moderation on the whatnot or something for Jeremy Hills or something. I don't know. But she said she hates sarcasm, so I unmodded her after 12 hours. And then she did a freak out session, and now she throws a dig out every time my name's mentioned. I don't get it. You get it, that ketchup at all?
No, I don't.
Nah. I mean, I just saw the other day she was throwing out some more, and I was like, all I did was unmod you because you said I hate Star, you know? And I was like, sounds like not a very good moderator. I'll probably move on this one. And then now she's freaking out every time my name's mentioned. I don't get it. All right, we'll continue.
They were perhaps afraid you might break
Yeah,
them.
I'm still agitated. I ain't gonna stop being agitated. That ain't gonna stop. You sit up here and do everything you're doing. They think God don't see what you're doing.
Oh, you're worried about God seeing what people are doing
Mr.
now?
Brooks, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
I can hear what you're saying. I can hear what you're saying.
You just told me you didn't. So which one is
Yeah,
it?
I got the headphones on. You can't see that?
What are your requests as it relates? What are your requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir?
Man, don't try to come with this whole little sir. Now it's all this sir and all this. I'm gonna get where I'm going.
Yeah, to yourself. Huh?
Act like you so worried about what's going on with me. You don't give a damn. Never did.
Mr. Brooks, you're being disrespectful again.
You've been being disrespectful. You've been being disrespectful.
I need to know what your position is regarding the jury instructions. And I need to know it now.
What you mean? Who you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
Oh my
I need to know
goodness.
whether you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir.
Yeah, first of all, why am I charged with 2 bail jumpings when I was already charged in Milwaukee for the same bail jumping? That's double jeopardy.
It's not double jeopardy. Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
It is double jeopardy. How you gonna charge me with the same charge that I'm already charged with? You can't do that.
You can get a charge for every single time he called Erica. He could get another bail jumping.
It's called bail jumping because you bail jumped in 2 different states, you dummy, on 2 different
Or
charges.
2 different counties, yeah.
Screw off, dummy. Yeah, that's called bail jumping. It's not double jeopardy. And quite frankly, who cares? You're going to get your 6 life sentences. Welcome to court, Daryl Brooks. You should have hired Just J Hip. I could have clearly gotten you off with just 6 life sentences and nothing more. But you were able to work yourself into a better deal of more time.
You can't place somebody in jeopardy of life and limb. Twice. I'm already charged with the same count in Milwaukee. For the same case. It's the same bail jumping charge. So how am I charged with that here?
Sir, I'm not going to provide a legal explanation other than to say I've reviewed that. Your objection is noted, but the jury will be instructed regarding the bail jumping.
It can't be because that's double jeopardy. Under the law, if two charges are identical in nature, you cannot place me in jeopardy of life and limb twice.
No, they're for 2 separate acts.
What's your next? What's your next request, sir? I'm noting your objection.
I'm trying to talk. Can I get it out? You always want me to not interrupt you, but you always find a way to talk over me.
All right, folks. I'm going to put things on hold here. When we finish this up on probably Wednesday, Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. And if I'll check in with Star if she's not available on Wednesday. I might do a Gerald Brooks Wednesday morning stream if Chop Chop but I'm gonna we're gonna hold off on this for a little bit and see where things go. But Gerald Brooks is gonna build box fort number 2 will be coming up, of course, right? So we still have more. And then we get into, mind you, folks, we haven't even got into the closing arguments. Trust me, Daryl's will be delightful.
Oh, I bet.
It's going to be so good and so glorious. I bet you he brings up a lot of vehicle terms like rear view mirrors and,
Good Lord.
Oh, man. We have so much more, but you know what? We've been on for 2.5 hours. Thank you, Chop Chop, for being here with Just J-Hip today. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And everybody loves Chop Chop being on Just J-Hip. We miss our Star, of course, but what could be a better replacement than having a Chop Chop? I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good a replacement. For the time being until Chop Chop or until Star it's back and everything. But no, what could be a better thing than having a Chop Chop? I am busy in the morning hours. That's okay, Faves. Tomorrow morning we're getting back into the what the hell's. Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to cover a little bit of Boner Crushers. Wonderful show today. I've only gotten through 3 hours and 17 minutes of it thus far, but I understand he's reading the Bible from start to finish and letting everyone know why Jeremy Hills and everyone else should go to hell, but he's a pretty good guy.
And thank you so much, Sister Sal, for the Cash App. I really appreciate it. I have to register my car. I have to put it from my parents' name into my name, and I just found out that they almost doubled the amount that it costs in my state. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's insane.
Oh, that's crazy. So, Sister Sal,
$300. That's without any of the, and I don't even have to pay the tax portion because it's just transferring it names. I didn't purchase it. It was already mine. So.
Wait, so Sister Sal sent you a Cash App. Wait, you have to pay $300 to get your
She
cash?
sent me $25. But I'm just saying that's how much it costs to register a vehicle now. And I'm like, holy schmoly, that's insane.
Well, don't you worry. What's today? The 21st. Well, fortunately for us, Chop Payday is on the 23rd. We're only 2 days away, Chop, because
nice.
Yes, YouTube gets us. I always get on the 22nd. They tell us what we earned for the month, and then I send out payments on the 23rd, of course, to Chop. So yes, we're only 2 days away. So we'll make sure you're all taken care of there. Of course, as always, much love. And thank you, all of you fine folks, for gifting super chats and memberships. It keeps our show alive, and it keeps Chop here, because quite frankly, she can't do this for free. She's not Tammy J, damn it.
That's right. I'm not.
She's not going to sit here and take abuse without getting freaking paid, for God's sake. Star will. I'm much love to Star. No. She's not going to take abuse like Tammy J without receiving compensation, all right? So, no. Don't think. I know everyone thinks Just J-Hip's a prick and I keep everything to myself. I do not. I give where I give. But unfortunately for poor fat Tammy J, she didn't get shit. Welcome to YouTube, dummy. You should find better friends. But tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., just J-Hip. You available, Chop Chop?
Yeah.
Just J-Hip and Chop Chop will be giving you a flea cap, a recap. All right, boner crusher cap. I think.
And if you guys want to get your Bible study in, Ray's probably still over there reading. He's probably on hour 8 now.
I think you just got to Psalms.
I don't know if is he mixing in revenge prawn or just straight Bible verses.
Oh no! You got to spend a little bit of money to go to the retreat.
You got to subscribe to his Patreon for the revenge prawn.
You see, Timmy J just takes and takes and takes. And you're right. Yeah, she should shut her ass. She should shut her ass.
She should shut her ass.
Hey, we finished out with Bobby S today. We're done with all of our witnesses, okay? We're getting into, the jury instructions. We got to box fort number 1. And folks, next time we do this, we'll have box fort number 2. And then we're going to get to closing statements. I'm watching USA beat Canada for the gold at 8 a.m. Well, Hey Joe was very disappointing. So Hey Joe is saying the United States of America is more important than just J-Hip.
I'm watching USA beat Canada for the gold at 8 a.m.
If you want to, please send a lot of hate over to Hey Joe, because Hey Joe is saying the United States of America is more important than just J-Hip. That's what Hey Joe's saying. Terrible Hey Joe. We don't even like her anymore. Please send a lot of hate mail over to Hey Joe. Focused more on the United States.
Oh, shut up, Jay. Everyone roots for their own country that they live in.
I know. Actually, tonight, I have it recorded. I believe the state of Michigan's college basketball team is facing up. They're number 1 in the country, facing up against my alma mater. Yes, the Duke Blue Devils college basketball team. All right, it's number 1 versus number 3. Yes, my alma mater, Duke Blue Devils, Duke University.
Yeah, your alma mater.
They're my backup school, Chop Chop. They're my backup school. I went to Metro Community College and was able to transfer into the University of Nebraska of Omaha. That's where I would have gone. Would have gone to Duke. That was alma mater.
You were going to go to Duke, but when you realized you could go to Metro Community College, you were like, screw that.
I wanted to keep it local. All right, I want to keep a hometown guy. Want to keep it local.
Screw Duke. I'm going to Metro.
I'm a local guy. Oh, look, T-Wayne sticking in my face, going against my alma mater. My alma mater. We know Jay enjoys the wrestling. Well, I only enjoy the gay bare knuckle wrestling.
Yeah, that was clearly your favorite.
I thank you all for being here. Hit the like, subscribe on your way out. If you enjoy the show, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. with Chup Chup. And I don't know if I'll send her a text, but we'll see if Star is. I highly doubt she's a bit.
Hopefully she's feeling better and things are going better.
Yep, but I'll still send her a text. But yes, we will do a show tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We're going to cover a little bit of the Ray situation, and we're going to check into, see what the flea bags do tonight, and I'll give you a flea cap, of course, if they do a show. And if not, well, I have something else for you as well.
Don't forget, Jay, we have the secret stream to watch.
I had that. I'm sitting on that too. I will share everything because, well, it's what you call fair use. It's only fair use though when they do it. Outside of that, oh my gosh, copyright.
Totally illegal.
We gotta let you go. As I say here, because I gotta work tonight. But as we say over here, I think Rosa Puke has a stream going on tonight with Omar, probably about some Laura Owen stuff. Clearly, she's trying to separate herself from just J-Hip as far as possible. So she's having Omar on with Tell Me Everything. So go check that out. What, a secret stream? Oh, you hang tight, Robin. I got stuff. Oh, yeah. But yes, go check out, I believe, Rosa Puke is her name, and she is on at 9 p.m. Central Silly Time, is my understanding. So check her out. And as we always say over here, what, Ketchup?
All the best.
All the best. And shut your ass.
Shut your ass.
All the best.